Good morning. Good morning. Oh, POL looks nice, doesn't it? 117 resistance. 240. It's about time. Days are already. I know, Josh. We've had so many rallies, and the day is almost done. And here I am. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Hi, Josh. Hi, Peter. DM. Good morning, Nemo. Good morning, Sash. Good evening. Omega. Good evening, Dave. Good morning. Jay. Good morning. Street Vibes. Good morning. Good morning. Good to see you. Are you connected, Street Vibes? Are you connected in Discord? Let me know. I was having cereal, and then you're not connected yet. Okay, let me get you a link. Let me get you a link. So click this link at the bottom, and then follow the steps in the Getting Started channel. Street Vibes. That's for you. D. Good morning. Nathan. Good morning. Good morning, Mo. For the record, I was number one. Let's go, John. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. No, Peter. What I was trying to say is, so let's say I'm gonna look at the 4 hour first on MES. Okay. So let's say I'm looking at MES on the 4 hour, right? the the only reason you want to do that is just so you can kind of know where the bigger levels are at. Um, this one's been on fire, hasn't it? But then again, everything's been on fire, right? So you're looking at the major levels just so you can kind of know where that main resistance is. So even if you're playing on the 1 minute, I'm great. Even if you're playing on the 1 minute, you can still kind of tell that, oh, you know what, we have a problem right there, right? And if we break above that level right there, then it's obviously like it's a breakout on the 4 hour, big time frame. So multi-day rally potentially, right? So even on the 4 hour, you can kind of see that we keep bouncing off a level like that, and then maybe, right, or a breakout on the 4 hour already, just so you can kind of have an idea. And then on the 3 minutes, this one seems a bit chaotic with all the wixies. But I would never go long, Peter. On the again, a 3 minute, I would never go long when you're on the downtrend. Alrighty, so something like that, right? So when you have that like red circle right there, you're crossing below the 9. I would always like buy a short. Even when it bounces, it's a short, especially when it's constantly failing at the on the like at the 9, like right there, like 9 fail 9. It's clearly a downtrend anyways, right? So even if it's bouncing, you're looking for the shorts. Even if it's consolidating and bouncing, you're looking for the shorts. Alrighty, and then eventually you get screwed, but for now, that's what I would do. Right. And obviously, I mean, you can kind of see stuff like this. Clearly, this is an uptrend, right? Or clearly trending up the entire time, right? So until we broke down. So when it's trending down like that, you're just kind of looking for the major support levels. Like, this would be maybe a double bottom right there, right? To kind of go long. Even if it's dipping, it's still trending. Stuff like that is what you're looking for. Alrighty. This one seems chaotic. No, that one seems chaotic. But then again, they're all very chaotic. So let me look at CL. All of them chaotic. CL does seem like a bit more constructive, though, doesn't it? Like without the wicks on the 3 minute, it seems a bit nicer, doesn't it? Like it goes for nicer rallies, and then you have nicer dips, nicer rallies, consolidation, nicer dips to a demand zone. This would have been a beautiful long on the 3 minute, actually. Look at that 3 minute drop, Peter, right? At resistance, drop to the demand zone on the 3 minute to the 200 as well. That would have been a nice long, straight to resistance again, right? For CL, right? So, yeah, some nicer moves here on this one. But this one, I think this one's a bit more. No, Peter. No. Let me go take a look. Let me go take a look. Why did I scare you? I'm just explaining something, for like going forward. Not that you should be scared. Anyways, PRZO guys, good morning all. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. PRZO had some news this morning, and it's been holding like 95 cents the entire morning, which is good, right? So resistance at 105 though. It will need to break above that level. TCON, these guys had news as well. And the penny stock has done quite well and then failed at 30 cents, which is not a massive surprise. We know these things struggle at 30 cents, right? So we went from 22 to 23 all the way to 30 cents and then right back down. So, alrighty. Alrighty. So that's that. Let me refresh this gainer list one last time. I always say the last time, but it's never the last time. Um, POL had news. ACON had some news last night. TCON obviously had news this morning. PRZO had news this morning. PASG had news this morning. AUVI was last night. Blah 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 blah. Okay, we haven't really missed anything. Good. So now we wait for that breakout. Yeah, you like it a lot? Good. Yeah, so if it can stay above 95 cents for PRZO, that might be something that we play going into the open. So good. Robbie, good morning. Good morning, guys. Virus, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Don't forget to smash a like, share the link, all the fun stuff. All the fun stuff. Okay, let me PRZO. What else? What else on this list do we maybe like as a potential runner after the open? POL keeps failing at the same resistance. Until that thing is able to break above $2.40, it's not quite ready for anything. RSLS looks interesting, but um, RSLS seems interesting, but we shall see. TCON is rebounding from 24, so that's good. And that's about it. Okay. That's about it. Stream. PRZO news. There we go. I don't know. What is my name? I don't know what your name is. What is my name? On TTO, with caution. Yeah, always, always. Yeah, if TCON can stay above 24 cents, and then I don't mind. Because I think that's really the level that we broke out from last time, well, in the morning, Nemo. So we can stay above that, then that's good. Copying the link counts as sharing as well. Nathan, yes, yes, please do. Share the link. Invite all the peoples. Yeah, we need something to break out. It feels like it's like this every morning, isn't it? Every morning it's like this, where we kind of wait for something to break out, and eventually something does break out. Eventually something does break out. Okay, that's a little bit delayed. A little bit delayed. Okay, good. Yeah, so TCON has been the one that we've had. Well, that's done well this morning, along with PRZO, right? So hopefully one of these two names can give us something. ACON doesn't look too bad if it can stay above 44 cents, but we need that breakout though. While we're waiting, let me go take a look at the S&Ps and the Teslas. Good morning, Focus. Good morning, Paige. Good morning. So the S&P is slightly red this morning, but honestly, it's whatever. It's whatever. The markets are sitting at 52-week highs. clearly we're going for all-time highs, right? So I don't think this is a massive concern already. It could be another good day for Mara. Yeah, so Bitcoin also did well overnight, going for 44, right, which is amazing. So if I pull up the BTC 4-hour chart, I mean, that looks like a really nice uptrend going into the open, so that's good. Josh is smiling, smiling. So the last time we pushed, we failed closer to like 45 ish, right? So between 45.5 and 44.5 and 45. So yeah, again, this is a beautiful double bottom on BTC as well. Good morning, Costa, right? That was a beautiful double bottom. Beautiful double bottom above 40. 75 more pizza, keep going. When you lose pizza, only lose 75. When you lose, only lose 50. Like if you're down that much, just get rid of it, pizza. Exits, even if it bounces. At least you stay in the game, you know? Yeah. Ready? So beautiful double bottom on Bitcoin on the 4 hour. Right. So what we now need to do though for Bitcoin is close above the pivots at the top, right? So which is 43. That's on the 4 hour. So we have about another 2 hours left on this 4 hour candle that we need to close above 43. Let's call it 43.5 already. So like right there, 43.5 right there. So over the last, you can kind of call it the last. Why? The last 2 days. Yeah. We've been testing that 43.4, 43.5 and failing. So that's a level to break. And if we can break above that level, then you're looking for above 44. Since, yes. Let's go. LQR has news like every single day. My goodness. My goodness. Okay, sounds good. News every single day. Choo, 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 choo. You know what I'm going to do actually? I'm just going to put a line across. Put a line across where we need to break above. And then there's a blue line at the bottom anyway, so I don't need a line at the bottom. So a line at the bottom. So we can close that candle above, which it is above for now. The candle itself is above 43, 43.5. But we need to close above it though. Right? So nah, 4. No, 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 no. There you go. And what? And thrust. Let's go. You have a 6:30 call 2 weeks out. I'll take a look. We had the gold pizza. I mean, no, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Choo, 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 choo. Yeah, no, Bitcoin looks good there. And so what's Mara doing with all this? Mara green again? Of course it is. Mara is at $23 now. My goodness. Mara has just been going and going and going and going. CLSK, what is that doing? Obviously green. Riot, obviously green. Mara seems to be the Mara seems to be the one that's benefiting the most actually. Wow. Impressive. 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 Very nice. Very, very nice. Choo 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 choo. Uh, There you go. La, la, la. Richard, good morning. Good morning. Uh, the symbols, the rhyming. Well, I mean, so ACON is holding that 44, so it needs to stay above that. TCON is retesting 24 cents. It kind of needs to stay about 24. If not, you're looking for closer to 21.50. Bonjour, Sebastian. Bonjour. Also great to make monies. Hope he recovers fast. Yes. Yes, yes. Good morning, Alan. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Let's see. Linda, good morning. You're new. You're new. Okay. Well, good morning. Welcome to the community. Good morning. Could be another good day for Mara. Yeah, no, Mara looks nice. So if you're holding anything crypto, you should be happy. Should be happy. For POL, watch for support at 210. If it can stay above 210. Alrighty. I'm gonna leave up Mara actually, and then I'm just gonna leave up BTC as well. BTC as well, as Bitcoin is sending it. All right, so 43,770. And again, obviously, we're waiting for some of these micro caps, some of these volatility names to kind of relax and give us breakouts because nothing is doing it yet. POL isn't doing it, RSLS isn't doing it. TCON was fun, but now sold off. So watch for 24 cents and a rebound. ACON is holding 44 cents, which is okay, but it's not really doing anything. And then PRZO holding 95 cents, which is good, but not really doing anything, right? So a whole bunch of names that we're paying attention to that are not quite breaking out yet. The shorts are getting wrecked. No coffee until 6 a.m., Kel. Okay. Good morning, Gil. Good morning. Again, don't forget to smash a like, guys, if you haven't already. Smash a like if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel. Share the link. All the other fun stuff. All the other fun stuff. And if you want to join us in Discord, become a member. I'm just looking at stuff as I. Hmm. Yeah, let me take a look. Bitcoin is just hitting highs on highs on highs on highs. Highs on highs on highs on highs. LGVN 196. Is if it's these. Yeah, I would not touch. Again, I would only play a LGVN if it stays above 195. Only do not touch it if it goes below that level. I will find you. I will take your computer stuff away, and I will change your password. Alrighty, so only play with this thing if it stays above that, please. Right? Otherwise, it's gonna undress you quick, very quickly, very quickly. And then you're gonna cry, but Blaze, why? And then I'm gonna say, go visit Peter and Josh. Anyways, yeah, no, Bitcoin is still pushing them very nicely. So that candle might actually close. Do, 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 do. So the market might might be about to crash. I did my part. Good morning, Jane. Good morning. Anyways, um, anyways, we need something else breaking out here. I think it might just be PRZO actually. It might be PRZO. Let's see. Let's do some lines here. So 95. You have a nice double bottom at 95, and then we need to break above this little resistance here, 104 for PRZO. Right? Lots of resistance there. Hopefully we can break it though and go for a nice run. Hopefully we can break it and go for a nice run. Uh, nah, nah, nah. You're welcome. ADIL. Oh yeah, ADIL. Choo, choo. Another 50. See, pizza. See again, like just keep it small like that, pizza. Keep it small. Imagine if that was your real account, pizza, right? And you could do like just do the 50s and 100s and lose 50s and 75s. Just like small like that. You'd be fine. Just be careful too. Like as we go into the open, you might get that volatility, that just chaos, right? Pizza is testing the waters with features. Testing the waters. Come on, give us a breakout. Give us a breakout, please. Uh, let's see here. First account, tired Jack. Second account going well. Good, 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 good. Oh my goodness. Well, at least things are happening. Uh, okay, there you go. Can you believe it's only 5 days, Troy? Wow. Good morning. A year ago today, it's 13. Yeah, that's because they've done a split. It's not the actual price. Good morning, Rusty. uh, I woke up to destruction. Yeah, Peter was nice and green. He was up a lot, like $400, and then he went to bed. He woke up. There was somebody standing over him and whispering. He's like, "What's that noise? Am I in heaven? No. Am I in Vegas? No. Oh my goodness, am I with the nun? No. Oh my goodness, I must be in hell. Yes." Oh my goodness. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yep, destroyed. So TCON still looks okay, but we need to do better there with the breakout. We need a breakout. Let's see. La, la, la. Good morning, Lori. Good morning, Virgo. Not the other way around. Well, someone decided to go sleep. Sleep is for the. Anyways, so LGVN is holding down 195 level. So that's good. That's if the damn thing can stay above it, though. Uh, that's if the damn thing can stay above it, though. Let's see. Good morning, Eddie. Yeah, no, it's on the watch list for sure. Oh yeah, I saw the news from earlier, and it seemed like it was good news, but it's not at the highs though. It's not at the highs. Yeah, it seemed like it was good news, but it's 12 cents, right? So, oh, there we go, guys. There we go, PRZO. Oh my goodness. There we go. Finally trying to push them. So that's good. That's good. So now that PRZO broke above, it's going to need to find a way to stay above it. Alrighty? So, yeah, we need to hold that level. So now that we broke above 104, we kind of need to stay above 104 and then maybe get a push into the open. Break and hold. Zero. PRZO. Para zero. Zero. Fine. I always call it PRZ. Fine. Z, not a Z. It's a Z, Peter. It was a Z for me. It was a Z, not a stupid Z. Good morning, Emer. Good morning. Men in black. Well, what do you guys think of the thumbnail, by the way? What do you think? What do you think of the thumbnail? Para zero. That would have been 95 cents was nice. Now we need to stay above 104 and then break above 107 and then go boom skis. To start doing options again. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, just be make sure you're careful and you take your time. Come on, para zero. Come on, para zero. Zero. I call it a zero, guys. Para zero. 108. Give us more than this. My goodness, weak sauce. There goes 109. Come on, give us more. It's like 1 penny a minute, guys. 1 penny. Is not a ticker? Where do you see that? Oh, virus. uh, Nathan, yes, 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 yes. Um, in person, he's dark chocolate. Yeah, I think it's the lights. I think it's the lights. It's the lights. It's the lights. La, 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 la. For sure. Yeah, yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Is the lights. Potential. Okay, sounds good. Oh, here we go, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 111, 113. Here we go. Para zero. Para zero. Here we go. If we can. La, 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 la. There we go. The only annoying thing about this is that it doesn't just go and then just goes. It comes back. Pizza is crushing futures. My goodness, pizza. How far are you away from the goal to getting, like, you're passing? How far? Might as well make some money, Dinestis. Yes. Can look scammy. Yeah. Interesting. Interesting, Nathan. Very interesting. Very interesting way to put it. Does anybody agree with Nathan? What's the dog doing? The dog is looking for monies. You're $1,000 away. What's the overall, like? Where did you have to get to? Josh, yes, yes, yes. Yeah, you can schedule a call with Rob. Oh, that's where you have to get to. Okay, that's Peter. See, you made that account like a day ago, and you already, like, almost, you made $500 already. So yeah, I think the only thing that's gonna screw you is if you, like, yeah, it is, like, if you start holding longer, or if you, like, you're in a loss, you're down $50, and you're like, let me just hold this for a little bit longer. Mm, right, so he can schedule a call with me. Yes. Yeah. You made it this morning, pizza. See, you made it this morning, so just take your time, and just take your time. So here comes a retest of that 104 level for PRZO, right? So let's see if we can stay above it. Alrighty, if we can stay above 104, then that's perfect. Hopefully today isn't slow. I say that every morning, and it's not. So I hope today is the same. Hope today is not slow, and then we can go boom skis. TCON is conning into the open, not really doing anything. RSLS isn't doing anything. POL is holding. Mara is still holding up there. Nothing happening there. Nothing happening there. So a whole bunch of names. Just PRZO looks like it was the most promising one, but not the best moves. It more intense. Yes, yes, it is. With stopping out, it is Troy. Yeah, if you play too much around with futures, you're gonna get entered for sure. Cosmos has some news. Cousins. No, it is not. It is not, Josh. It is set the stops. Yeah, you have to. It is not. So Z versus Z. Okay. Okay. Z is a way of So regardless of which pronunciation you use, people usually know which letter you're referring to. But you keep in mind that Z is the correct version. Oh my goodness, it's a Z. It's a Z, right? Keep in mind Z that keep in mind that that Z is technically the correct version. Well, okay, in England, Scotland, Wales, Ireland, and Canada, India, Australia, New Zealand, Z is technically correct in the states. It's the Americans. Of course, it's the Americans. Oh my goodness, it's the Americans again. With not wanting to listen, we have England, Scotland, Wales, Ireland, Canada, India, Australia, New Zealand, all saying Z, Z, Z. And then we go to the States, they're like, yep, Z. Are you kidding me? Like five out of all the rest of the countries. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The intro webs. All the kinds of stupid they're trying to use to prove me wrong. I know. No, again, it's one of those things where like I completely see both sides, but like I grew up saying that, right? So but then this makes a lot of sense. Like Z makes sense. Like Z makes sense. Things is football fields. It makes a lot of sense why it would be called a Z, but yeah. Either way, honestly, people know exactly what you mean, which is the whole point of like language anyways, right? As long as people understand you, whether it's an accent or a different way of doesn't really it's even spelled the Z. So you're saying Z is correct? Yeah, Z is correct. Z is also correct, right? Even though I am right. You know what I mean? Like you would never like for someone from England or Scotland or like Wales or Ireland, you'd never tell these guys that oh like there's a different way of nope, because they're gonna say a Z their entire life, right? Not gonna change their minds, right? But someone in the states, not gonna change their mind either, right? So Z is from the first to the moon. Hmm. What Z is? Yes. What Olu? Oh my goodness. So we are retesting this 104 level for PRZO, 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 PRZO. You know what I mean, right? So we're testing and holding it. So as long as we stay above that level. LGVN has also done a good job holding 195, so that's good. TCON still looks like a con going back down. RSLS isn't doing much. POL has actually done well with the levels, which is impressive. Needs to stay above 110 and break above 210 and stay break above 240. So yeah, alrighty, alrighty. Okay, so now we wait. We have 7 minutes before the market opens, so just be cautious as we go into the open, please. I do like what's happened here with PRZO. I like that it's holding above that 104 level. That's good. That's good morning in Yoruba. Oh, interesting. Ikaro. Ikaro. Very cool. Okay. Huh. Very cool. Learning another language. Polish. Polish. Uh, it's about to get real. Send it. Send it. Uh, if you said I were using Z, there is no confusion. Yes. Z. Z German. Z German captain speaking. Landing on Z. As rubbish. Some call it a foot. Some call it football. Some call exactly Costa. Because I know, I call it hand egg. I know it's not a big deal. Alan, I'll take a look. England only invented the English language, but what do they know? Exactly. See, it's a Z. Z. You know. I'll take a look at ASST. This is the captain. Okay, moving on. I'll come back to this name, but yeah, let me look at ASST Allen. Your question is, what do you think going into the open? I think nothing because it's doing nothing, and it barely has any volume. So yeah, again, wait for the market to open, Alan. See what it's actually doing. I mean, look at these candles, like the sleeping candles. There's really no information you can get, right? Unless we again, if we can stay above 42 cents, if we stay above 42 cents, maybe, right? So other than that, there's really nothing. Mara is going back for the highs of the day as Bitcoin also recovers back to the highs of the day, right? So BTC looks nice, and obviously Mara follows, right? Mara just hit new highs of the day, and there it is, new highs for Maras. Is SoFi stalling? I will have to take a look. What is? Uh, there we go. There goes Mara. Mara is sending it. Good morning, Dan. It was you, bro. And Pablo knew all the words. La, la, la. On Biff Farms, you are lit. Congratulations. Good job. Good job. There goes Mara. New highs. I like what ParaZero is doing. I like that retest. I always like when a stock can break out and come back and retest and close above the previous breakout zone. So if we can stay above that 104 going into the open for PRZO, that would be a good thing. Alrighty. Again, Mara is pushing. Bitcoin just hit new highs, which is amazing. And Mara looks good. You can look at anything. You can look at Bitfarms. You can look at Riots. You can look at Hubs, Hut. You can look at Wolf. You can look at so many things you can look at for BTC names. So I'm just looking at Mera for now. Huge profits, Josh. Huge. You have 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Here we go for a PRZO. So a beautiful retest and a hold. 04 or 2. 99. Cool. Cool. Na 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 na. What will it take Mara? What will it take for Mara to hit $40? Are you in Mara or what? Okay, sounds good. Na, 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 na. Sounds good. Okay. What happened, Greg? Come on, 112. Previous high was 114 for PRZO, so it would be nice to break above that level going into the open. I mean, it's also pushing up though, so be careful. Ready? And riots. They have, yeah. Mara has been as high as $80, 80 something dollars. When Bitcoin was going for like $70,000 last time, Mara was pushing hard, and then crypto crashed, and they did an offering, and then some other things happened, and then boom skis. Mara was in the abyss. Yeah, and so now they seem like it's more solid. than they did in the past, which is good. So here we go, guys. 113, 114. Come on. Give us the boomskis. 30 to 72. Wow, nice. Yeah, they all kind of move together. And the market just opened. So the market opened and we hit 115 on that candle, right? So and then came right back down. So again, we need to kind of stay above this 104 range for PRZO and then break out. Mara looks fire. Bitcoin obviously looks fire as well, right? Mara just hit new highs, $24 for Mara. You were in when it hit $80, Lori. Yeah, like a lot of people were in Mara, right? A lot of people. So, is it too late to buy Mara, Michael? I mean, when you're looking at as much as we like Mara, and as much as like you would think or hope that it goes up a lot higher than what it's at now, it's always nice to buy the dips, though, isn't it? It's way nicer to buy the dip skis. So yeah, it looks amazing, and you're feeling the FOMO, aren't you? You're like, oh my goodness, I'm feeling the heat, feeling the vibes, but it's also very extended. So just be careful there. La 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 la. Mirror, mirror, mirror on the wall. Mirror, mirror on the wall. That looks amazing. TCON is still dipping, so there's really nothing to see there unless we can stay above 20 cents. Again, PRZO, we need that breakout, right? We need to break above $1.14, $1.15, and then we can maybe push. For now, stay above that support. POL is okay too, but POL needs to get back above $2.40. RSLS isn't doing anything. Bitcoin is above $44,000. ASST is sitting at 50 cents, but the bid is at 47, so it seems to have a wide spread. So again, Alan, it looks interesting though, doesn't it? Right? So it's a bit hard to manage when the spread is like that, though. That's the only danger there. A bit more complicated. Mara with a huge dipski. A huge dipski. My goodness. A huge dipski. A huge dipski. You off today, Joe? Good job. It's starting to pop. I'll take a look. So here goes PRZO to the same level again, right? As long as we close these candles above like 104, I don't mind, right? As long as PRZO keeps closing above 104, I do not mind, and I hope we break above 114 and then go boom skis, right? So it's playing games for now, but it's holding support. 500%. Oh my goodness, Josh, that's impressive. You've been holding those calls and spamming those calls. Everybody buy calls, and there it is, guys. Boom skis. But we haven't really closed yet, though, right? We have not closed yet for PRZOs, so it's gonna need to close above that. Now, 12s. And la 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 la. Also, while you YOLO, yeah, yes, yes, yes. So we actually closed a candle above, and then the next candle said, "Yep, yep, a bit of a push." Can we break 120? Can we break 120? La 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 la. 117, 118, 118. My goodness, is this damn thing slow? Yeah, there's a nice block at 118 actually. Like for resistance, yeah, there's a fat block at 118. 118. So that would be a level to conquer, it seems. You did, Jody. Let's go. You bought. I mean, again, your entry is beautiful, right? So anywhere close to that 95-cent level, Jody, is very nice. So congratulations. Good job. Well played. and then you exit it at wait for Dipski. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Good job. Very nice. Yeah, it's having issues with 118 to 120 there, so having some issues. Every time it goes above 118, it seems like a huge block shows up for some reason. Yeah, every time 118, there's a huge block, and then it goes back down, which is impressive. And then it tries to go back up again, 115, 116, and another huge block shows up again. And then we come back down, and then we go back up, 117. Can we break it already? What do you think of any? I mean, any is benefiting from. I've just never liked any, but any can benefit from the rally, I guess. I know it has, right? So, any is just one of those stocks that I hate. Maybe my reason for hating isn't good enough, but still. And there goes 120. So, see what I mean, though? Like every time we do that, there's a huge block that shows up. A huge block that shows up, which is impressive. Wow. That block almost seems like it's coming to the interesting. Again, the good thing about this though is that we sold off to 104 and then we went right back up. Right, we closed the candles above the levels that we needed to close above, and then we went right back up. So that's a good thing. Alrighty, so so much news. Where? Anyways, we seem to be finding new resistance at $1.20. So yeah, it might be one of those scalps where like we want so much more, but we only get 5 cents. Because some scalps are like that. You're like, oh, I want more, but it just doesn't have the momentum to give you more. So yeah, 120 is a problem there as well. My goodness. Wow. May squeeze RDHL. I'll take a look. Can is moving. Okay, I'll take a look. Yeah, RDHL. I'll take a look. Yeah, if you look in trade ideas, yeah. So Greg spammed has been spamming RDHL. ASST had a nice pop there, Alan. Right, all the way to 65 actually, Alan, and then came right back down. So this is the danger with it. Like it's it looks okay, but it's all over the place. RDHL. That's actually quite nice. Pre-market highs broken. Very nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. I do like that consolidation going into the open too, actually. $1.43, Alan. Olu, congratulations. Congratulations. And Greg, good job with this one. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that thing go, right? So again, these guys had news. If you missed the news, take a look at Trade Ideas. Greg spammed this one in the morning. It was also in the news channel, by the way, right? So that thing is obviously done quite well. So 170, 29%, not bad, not bad at all. And then it looks like we came back down. But again, for now, as long as PRZO stays above 104, it's okay for now. But that thing needs to give us breakouts, because this whole volatility thing up and down is not it. It is not it. Na, 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 na. Oh wow, interesting. There you go. Can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Let me take a look. Can. That looks nice, actually. KB, it looks very nice. That looks very nice. Interesting. And now you're in RDHL. Okay. 165. Okay. 55. Sounds good. Sounds good. Here we go again for para zero 117. Just give us the damn breakouts already. 118. If you're still holding PRZO, type in yes in the chat. Here we go. 120. Come on. Come on. Come on. Unbelievable. If you're still holding a para zero, type in yes in the chat. 120. There's a nice block on 120. It's getting slapped though. High of the day, including pre-market 135. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. So quite a few of you guys. Quite a few. Quite a few. Omega is always diamond handing these things past the open. Diamond hand. Come on. I wish we didn't have so much resistance on the way up, but there we go. Highs of the day, guys. 122, and then right back down. Someone doesn't want it to go. Someone does not want it to go. Leave us alone, please. Let's go. Just leave it. Just let it go. 120. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. You don't have to be short anymore. Let it go. No, again, so with that thing finding a lot of resistance there, just make sure you have a plan, okay? Make sure you have a proper plan. Like I'm in at this price, PRZO. Here's my stop loss. You know, I'm in at this price. Here's my stop loss. If it doesn't break resistance, at least I'm going to secure some profits. Alrighty, don't just sit there and wait and wait and wait, and you're like, but I want more, Blaze. But how come? How come? How come? Well, it looks good. It's at the highs of the day. We want to see more, but make sure you have a plan. My plan is for shorts to get wrecked. Yeah, usually when people have plans for shorts, that includes shorts. They end up getting wrecked. So plan your trade around your plan. The plan is survive another day. Yeah, yes, yes. Come on, give us more, please. Can we just get like a reckless candle all the way up to the to $1.30? Like, is that too much to ask for? Unbelievable, right? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Come on, give us more. The people want more. The people want more, please. The people want more, please. There we go. Maybe that's a reckless candle. The reckless candle we wanted. The people want more, please. Give us $1. So the previous high was $1.35 in pre-market. So uh, one. There we go. So again, quite a few of you guys holding this, so congratulations. Alrighty. Don't forget to pay yourself on the way up, especially as we get close to that previous high. Right there goes. There goes your dip ski. Right. So if we're approaching $1.35, you want to be careful because we failed at that level earlier. Right. So don't just sit there and watch it. Right. Make sure you have a plan. That was a nice push though. Again, beautiful support level though. Right. Beautiful support. 95 double bottom, a beautiful breakout. I think it's so sexy when something breaks out and retests and actually holds. That 104 was very nice. 104 retest, very nice. And then boom skis. Obviously we wanted to stay above the 9 now, stay above 120 at least. At least stay above 120, and then give us more. At least. With the massive infection, you are Gary. Oh my goodness, yeah. Thoughts and prayers, Gary. Hopefully it's nothing overly and you can get well soon, please, before the holidays. So we came back and we held $1.20 and we're back to 132 now. So 132, 132. Omega is smiling. Omega, how big is your smile? How big is your smile, Omega? Here we go, 136. 136. So if we can close candles above that pre-market high, 135, that would be amazing. We can close those candles above. There we go. Beautiful. Again, if you made monies in this or you're still in there, type in yes in the chat. If you've made monies or you're still in there, type in yes in the chat for PRZO. What a beautiful run. All right, so what a beautiful run. Most of you guys are in this one, I think. Most of you. LQDA line. I'll take a look. LQDA. You got out, Justin? Okay, nice. 21% OGG. Nice. Good job. Jaden, congratulations. So what you want to see now though is again for these candles to close above $1.35 because if we don't, then it's gonna dip, right? Again, history does not repeat, but it rhymes. When we fail at 135 in pre-market, you want to be very careful at $1.35. Please and thank you. Alrighty, so unless we close above 135, we are not ready for another push. Alrighty, so our first sign that we were ready for a push, this was the first sign in the morning, right? This breakout. Whenever a stock can break out and close above and stay above it, above the resistance, then we're ready, right? Like right here, 104, we were ready, right? And now, in order to go for another push, we need to clear 135, right? So then the question is, do you sell it because we're at resistance, or do you give it a bit more time to see if it consolidates higher, right? That's a decision you're gonna have to make. You're gonna have to make that decision, right? Do I sell it because it's at resistance at a double top, or do I just wait because I know we're gonna dip and potentially go back higher, right? So I do hope we stay above the 9 again and then go back for 135, but just have a plan. Congratulations, Gail. You want back in $1.20 on ACON? Yeah, ACON has been yeah, haven't really Anyways, so we're holding the blue line, guys, which is amazing, which is what you want, right? We're retesting and holding, but we need to close above that resistance. We're retesting the highs. Come on, 135. It's only 2 pennies. Just go already. Yeah, it is. It is, Josh. Yeah, those big floats. So T says in at 109, out at 120, 121 before the run to 135. That's okay, T. Right? If you make monies, then that's all that matters. As long as you're green, right? If you can do that consistently, you're gonna be fine, right? It doesn't really matter how small the you know. Look a lot. The criminal in at $1, out at $1.22, right? So good job. Good jobs. Good jobs. 33s. Beautiful, Richie. Beautiful. 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 Look at that thing. So now we're dipping again. We're dipping a little bit because it's resistance, right? It's not a massive surprise that we're struggling, right? You just have to decide: do you sell at resistance or do you give it a bit more time? That's a decision you make, right? It's a decision you make. I'm out at out at 129. The outs and outs. You know what's actually impressive about this is how well it's holding above the 9 on these wicks. How well it's retesting the blue line and bouncing back up. So that's good. No, that's okay, Curl. You made $60. That's okay. Think about your breakfast is paid for free. For free, Curl. For free. You know. I'm happy to even exactly T $48 that pays for your membership, right? So uh, and then oh yeah, lion, that's frustrating. See, that's the most annoying thing about these scam wigs is you know what needs to happen. The only thing that needs to happen is for that stock to close above 104. That's it. As long as we close above 104, you're safe. But then you get those wicks that take you out, which is really frustrating, right? So then you might have to FOMO back in, and then with the same stop loss again, um, yeah, it's annoying. Free breakfast tea, free breakfast. You happy with that, Rusty? Good job. Good job. Good job. So again, for the most part, this was our main focus coming into the open, right? So you can kind of get an idea of what I'm looking for going into the open. You're looking for something that potentially has a catalyst or just a chart that seems nice, right? A chart that seems stable, something that could break out, right? Coming into the open, we talked about these levels, right? If you take a look in trade ideas, right? This was posted in trade ideas, right? So 95 versus 104, right? So that's why we had these circles, because that was the breakout. And then the retest, which is beautiful, beautiful. And then the boom skis, straight to a double top, right? So now we're failing at $1.35. So until we break above $1.35, we're not going anywhere else, right? Here comes a dip to 123. Are we surprised that we're dipping, guys? Not really, right? Look at that, 120, right? 121, 120, right? Are we surprised? Oh my goodness, Blaze, how come it's dipping? Why is it dipping? Why? It took my monies away. Well, because it's a double top, right? Like I said, until we close above 135, it's not going anywhere. So then you have to decide, do I sell at a double top or do I wait? With the stop loss at 129, 130, 125, it's completely up to you, right? So history does not repeat, but it rhymes, right? When you look to the left hand side and it's like, oh wow, we failed at that level in the morning. Yeah, maybe I should pay attention to 135, right? So, and now here goes 119. And by no means does it mean like this is done. Like it does not mean this is done, right? We could easily just sell off and retest the uptrend and then go right back up. But do you want to risk the profit still? That's a decision you have to make. Yeah. Well, I mean, it has to be though, right? So, but not every double top is broken, Freebo, right? Not every double top is broken, and they call it double tops for a reason, right? Because it's quite often that we fail at double tops, right? So then again, you have to make that decision. You either sell it at resistance and buy it back above on a breakout, right? Or you set a stop loss. That's completely up to you, right? A lot of times what I will do is I will sell at resistance and then I will watch that level and then buy back above if we break above that level and actually close above the level, right? Because look at that, we just went from 135 to $1.14, right? So anybody that sold at $1.35 is smiling now. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm smiling, and they can buy back in at $1.15, $1.14, and they're happy, right? It's like, well, I sold at resistance. Yep, I'm back in. If we go back up to 135, well, I kind of have new monies now, and then I can sit back and relax, right? So you know, positive appeal, LQDA, LQDA. Anyways, so yeah, I would like for that thing to now stay above $1.14, $1.15, right? Because that was the second pivot. So if you think about it again, we talk about this all the time, right? When a stock breaks out, what happens? We have to come back and retest, right? Right. When we broke above 104 this morning, what happened? We pushed to 114 and then we came right back down to 104. Well, guess what? When we broke above 114 this morning, which was the breakout, what's happening now is we're coming back down to retest $1.14, right? There's a breakout, there's always a retest. We broke above 104 to 114, back to 104. We broke above 114 all the way to 135, back to 114. So a retest of the breakout, right? So now we just need to stay above it. So you just need to understand that and then look at the levels and say, you know what? Am I willing to go from like 135 to 114? If the answer is yes, then nothing to worry about, right? When stocks dip, it doesn't mean it's dead. Doesn't mean we're going to keep crashing forever. right? So you just have to make sure you're okay with, yeah. Anyways, Josh, yeah, this thing needs to break above 165, doesn't it? My goodness. And then 170, and then the previous highs, and then go boom skis. POL is falling like a tomato rock. LQDA with some news this morning, and it's halted at $8.79. So let's see what happens when this thing gets on halted. RSLS has actually done a good job holding 31 cents. RSLS. 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 160. Okay, sounds good. La 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 la. Yeah, you need a tiny breakout. Hopefully that wasn't it though. Like I feel like every morning we have a rally. I hope that wasn't it. Like dang, that was it. Hope not. I hope not. It's a weak rally. We need more than just sales creatives. Yeah, it's halted up as well. Sales super low volume. Like the volume is 2,000 shares, but it's halted up though, which is a bit dangerous. As soon as I say that, sales is now on halted, and the shares just jumped to 18,000 shares. Oh my goodness, sales! Dang, that was the on halt candle though. So be careful. The spread is ridiculous. Ask is $6.30. Bids is $5.85. So that thing just lost 30 cents, right? And then just gained 22 cents. Like it's all over the place. 19,000 shares now. Look at that. We just went from 6.30 to $5.86. That's the danger, right? That's the danger. Yeah, line. Yeah, the news about yeah, it's still halted. Yeah, it's still halted at 870, 879. Look at that. Sales is crashing like a tomato now. Sales just lost almost $1. So when you're playing with something, make sure you pay attention to the spread. Because if the ask is $6 and the bid is $5, ooh, dangerous, very dangerous, right? So Louis, what's your question for GNS? Let me know. Are you holding GNS? Are you looking for an entry? What's the question? There goes PRZO, guys, right? PRZO dipping. Again, this is not a surprise. Hopefully, we can kind of find a way to curl. But again, for those of you guys that if you sold this thing at $1.35, type in yes in the chat. If you sold that thing at $1.35, type in yes. I'm hoping we can find a way to bounce here, though, right? So, GNS as well. Wow, lots of GNS questions. GNS. I know. La, la, la. Let's see. GNS looks good. I'm just not sure what your question is, right? So what's the question for GNS? Let me know. The news for LQDA is Liquidia positive appeal court ruling. Positive appeal court ruling. That's the news. Let me pull it up quickly here. So that's the news for new highs. So that's the news for United States Courts of Appeal, LQDA, la 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 la. Anyways, it's positive. So if you want the link is in Discord to the news. The stock is currently halted. PRZO needs to bounce up the view out there. Yeah, Mary looks really nice. Yeah, Can is at new highs. Beautiful. Yeah, Can is pushing up there. 278 KB. Beautiful. My stop was entry was Nathan. Congratulations. Good job. Right. Good job. Good job. Because I bet you're happy with selling at 123 than where it's at now, right? At $1.15. So yep. Again, if your stop loss is going to hit 99% of the time, 99.9% of the time, well, it might as well be a good stop loss, right? Might as well be a good stop loss, you know. So if I know resistance is at $1.35, right? Well, if we're struggling at that level, maybe I want to put my stop loss at $1.29, honestly, right? Um, so because if I have 1,000 shares and it goes back down where it's at now at $1.14, that's a lot of monies, right? So even if I got back in at $1.14, $1.12, well then I had that cushion from 29 to 14 to protect me on the way down, right? So AUVI, okay. I can see the span. I can see the momentum. Yeah, no, GNS looks nice, guys. Right, it looks good. We've talked about this level multiple times, right? You can see the chart. You can see that circle at the bottom. It's because we posted this in Discord, right? We posted this double bottom in Discord, right? I remember posting that double bottom in the swing channel in Discord. So again, from 50 cents, GNS never went below 50 cents. It stayed above that level and it's been trending up. So yep, it looks good. So if you're still holding that, that's amazing. Right, your next resistance is closer to 90 cents, right? And then it's above $1. That's if it gets there. But yeah, it's done well. AUVI is the other one that's looking really good. AUVI, AUVI, $2.60. Oh my goodness, that's a nice run, right? So very nice run. A very nice run. Captain has been spamming that in the chat. Spamming that in the chat. So yeah, again, if you were paying attention to the momentum scanner in Discord, you've done well. It looks like you're approaching a supply zone at 265 for AUVI, so be careful. Alrighty, be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful there. Uh, yeah, that's a nice run actually. It's a very nice run. Alrighty. CAN is also pushing again, KB, which is amazing. PRZO is bouncing off that VWAP, which is perfect. Oh my goodness. Let's go, Josh. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Everybody's let's go, Josh. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness. You get a membership, you get a membership, everybody gets a membership. Let's go. Thank you. How do you accept? You can't. If you have a you Josh gifted you a membership already, Freebo. You have a membership from Josh, so you can't accept it. Anyways, again, don't forget to smash a like, guys. We're not even at 100 likes yet. So let's go. Thank you, Josh. And what? And thrust. So again, if you haven't smashed a like yet, I would really appreciate it if you could take a second and smash a like. It really helps. Let's get to 100 likes. Let's get to at least half. Alrighty. So again, smash a like, hit that subscribe, all the fun stuff, and let's keep the party going. Yeah. Yeah, Freebo, you got gifted a membership yesterday. So here we go, guys. PRZO is back to 120, 122, which is amazing, right? We came back down and we bounced. Left behind again. Left behind again. There goes 122. So again, beautiful dip skis to 112, the VWAP, and then a bounce, right? So which is amazing. Alrighty. Uh, well, at this rate, it's just a matter of time before you get it. At this rate, it's just a matter of time before you get it. So make sure you invite all your friends already. Invite all your friends and to come join us because Josh is giving away holiday presents. Here we go, 125 for PRZO. Absolutely beautiful, right? All I want for Christmas is Hot Trips memberships. Let's go. Oh my goodness. And yeah, if you got back into PRZO, type in yes in the chat. If you got back in, type in yes. Josh, that's amazing. Thank you very much. Oh my goodness. At this rate, the all of YouTube's will be will be So yeah, and again, guys, this is a reminder of like you can sell stocks at resistance. Like you can sell stocks at resistance and you can buy them back, and then you can make double the monies, right? If you sold that thing at 135, well, guess what? You could have bought that thing easily back above the VWAP, and then you're double green again, right? So you know what I mean, right? So you can sell stuff at resistance unless you have PDT. Oh yeah, unless you have PDT, exactly, right? Look at that thing. Well, going back up. Just because the stock is going down doesn't mean it's dead. It's not dead. You can't just expect stocks to go straight up, right? It's okay to go down. The question you have to ask yourself is, do I want to hold it? Do I want to go all the way up and then all the way down? If that's okay, then that's fine, right? So, yeah. Anyway, so resistance again, the closer we get to $1.30, so it really is musty. It really is. And the LQD is on halted. Oh my god, look at that thing go. Oh my goodness, guys, it's on halted. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. So that news took them to the moon. This news, right? So United States Courts of Appeal. Again, I just read the headline. The headline said the appeal was successful, right? So not sure who against. Maybe it would be good to kind of scan through this from the final decision. Patent, okay, patent and trademark. Okay, that I mean that's good, right? So patent and trademark. Be careful with the FOMO at the top, though. That can be quite dangerous. Dangerous. Danger. Yeah. Oh my goodness, that's funny. Um, $10. Some volume. RDHL. You know what's actually done well slowly is RSLS. Super slow, but it's been creeping up nice and. I mean, also CAN has also done really well. Super slow, but it's doing well. Super slow, but done really well. How's the other one doing, Josh? RDHL. Let me take a look. Still at 165. Yeah. The good thing though is that it's sitting at resistance. It needs to break out. If that thing can break out above like 170, ooh, send it. Send it. You know. Again, RSLS looks good. 35 cents highs of the day. So if you're holding that thing, congratulations. PRZO looks like we're failing and creating a downtrend now. So be very careful. Make sure those stop losses go up, right? Downtrend, right? That little pink line that goes across, that's your downtrend. Alrighty. So now we know though that we need to kind of stay above 112. If we ever go below 112 for PRZO, we have a problem. We have a problem. A big problems. Already. 35 cents. Sales is on halted now. TCON just never gave us anything. Like TCON was fun in the morning, right? It was fun from 20 whatever to 30 cents. That was nice. But after that, when I look at this chart, there's no signs. There's no signs. The only signs I see is blood, right? So no signs. At some point, I bet you this thing will kind of break out. If that thing can get back above 1950, maybe it has a chance. Maybe it has a chance. Interesting. And then sales is on halted. Yeah, it's still going to the abyss though. Still going to the abyss. RSLS new highs of the day. New highs of the day. I would have. Yeah. Yes. 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 Again, if you haven't smashed a like yet, guys, would appreciate it if you could take a second and smash a like. Let's get to 100, guys. Josh is blessing you with the free memberships, and let's get to 100. $10 calls. Interesting. Let's go, Josh. Josh with a message for Josh. Says bless you, dude, for helping out people with these gifts. I've also seen Dana do the same. This is the only group where I've witnessed stuff like this. Truly amazing to see. It really is, isn't it? It really is. It really is. It really is. Yeah, Dan does it a lot. Josh does it a lot. It really is amazing. Um, yes, absolutely. You lost on it. Well, maybe that's you FOMOed on you FOMOed though. If you did, then you FOMOed after a massive run uh, on LQDA, right? The stock had a massive boom ski. Same dilemma as yesterday. Okay, let me take a look. I bet you what they're doing is let me take a look. So public service announcement, guys. It's you can call it a Z or you can call it a Z. Either way, it's okay. Yeah, no, Bitcoin looks good. 44 155. Alrighty, public service announcement. It's a Z or it's a Z. Either way, that's okay. Take a look. MBIA. MBIA. What a nice run actually. You know, you never got failed on the second one. Okay. Yeah, that's my phone was off the entire morning, so then I turned it on, and then the messages come through. Anyways, so yeah, it looks really good, Michelle. Dang, I'm surprised it's still pumping. I'm surprised. I bet you they're waiting for as close to like maybe Friday, or like maybe as close to like the actual date as possible to send it to the abyss. Maybe that's impressive though. Wow, I would not have expected that to happen. Like to keep going like that. That's very nice. At least you have like both positions. Na 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 na. You did, Jason? Oh my goodness. Jason says, "Good morning, everybody. I got in and out of PRZO, made a few bucks, and had to deal with building inspector for 40 minutes. Jason, at least you made monies. Good job. At least you made monies." The cookie orders have been processed. Let me take a look. Let me take a look. No, that's good, Michelle. At least you're long. Let me take a look. As long as you stay above 58. When do those expire? Tesla calls. Na 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 250s. Na 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 na. Keep them okay. You like the song? Is TCON moving? Yeah, see, like TCON is bouncing off that finally broke above actually. Yeah, so 1950 for TCON, finally a bit of a curl. right? So that's not too bad. Sales, yeah, sales is kind of trying to hold 480, so hopefully it stays above 480. Alrighty. Already, Bitcoin again looks amazing. Look at that. Look at BTC. Oh my goodness, new highs. Because I have good chance of getting a call to cover. Interesting. Nah, 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 nah. My flight took off at the market open. Scared I would have been but managed to trade. You did, Curl. Oh my goodness, good job. Wow, amazing. Based on you just have to interact, like, share, subscribe, and get lucky. Nathan, yes, 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 yes. So, yeah, yes. So, anyways, at least that's what I see. I had a call with yeah. At least that's to my understanding. I don't know if it's random subscribers or if it's just, yeah. That's what I was told though. Like, if when you give memberships, it's given to people that like, share, subscribe, interact, and stuff like that. So, or watch, like, spend a lot of time watching. So, yeah, that's what I was told. It might be something different. La 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 la. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, no, Canaan looks good. KB, are you still holding Canaan? CAN? Still holding? PRZO, we have a lower high, guys, and then came back down. So this thing has officially become a scalpy scalp now. So watch for hopeful double bottoms at $1.13 for PRZO. Tesla looks amazing, doesn't it? Oh my goodness. What a beautiful run. I always like, share, and subscribe. Is today my lucky day? Maybe, but Vizo. Well, I never see you interact though. Maybe you need to interact more. Right? I watch every day. Yeah, you need to interact more. Please give me a membership. Oh my goodness, guys. Uh, oh nine. Uh, na 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 na. Next week. Next week, Rob. Na, 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 na. Again, guys, I don't know what to tell you guys. I don't know what to tell you, right? PRZO was spammed in Discord this morning. Okay, if you were a member and you became a member, right, and you got into PRZO, your membership would have been paid for with one stock in one day. So just become a member. Come join us in Discord, right? Just come join us in Discord. One day, one play. Um, Again, let me just ask this question in the chat. If PRZO paid for your membership today, type in yes in the chat, right? Just for the people that played with PRZO. If PRZO, yeah, OGG, come join us. Yeah, come join us, guys, right? Become a legend member, a GOATS member, Discord community. That's the level that gives you access to Discord, right? So look at that. Look at that, right? He says almost pays for GOATS. Like, you made $170? Like, yeah. So come join us. I don't know what to tell you. Let's go, OGG. I like it. Come join us. La, 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 la. Yeah, absolutely. CM, good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, so no, again, like, PRZO has been fun, right? Omega was spamming this thing all morning as well. So 95 cents, broke above 104, came back for the retest, and then boom skis. Double top at $1.35, which we knew of, right? So yeah. So yeah, if you're not a member going into the new year, well, I don't know what to tell you. Nah, nah. The level that gives you access to like basic stuff a month. right? So you could use that as a discount and upgrade to a level that gives you everything already. So yeah. Let's go, Costa. Let's go. Let's go. I like it a lot. I like that you've had a one-on-one with both of us, and it's improved, right? So take your time, keep learning, right? And you do really well. Friday, it's time. Yes, Mon, it's time. Upgrade to upgrade. Use the discount that Josh has given you as a, and then upgrade. Uh, uh, Nana, support. End of January. Okay. There's a super like cool thing that's coming out for like the messages we get in Discord. So then I messaged like the developer of like the tweet stuff, and he's anyways pretty excited. Um, so OGG, you seem cool. You seem like you're gonna fit in really nicely just by looking at your comments in the chat. Right. So, OGG, welcome to the community. Really appreciate it. Click the link at the bottom of the chat. Come join us in Discord already. So, click that link at the bottom and then follow the steps in the Getting Started channel. Paid for my membership. PRZO, beautiful. Right. Look at this, guys. Street Vibes became a member yesterday. Join Discord today. Right. Membership paid for with interest. Right? So I say Z and you're Canadian, Costa. Yeah, that's because you've been Americanized. We're gonna send you to the States, Costa. I'm kidding. Yeah, no, it's okay. Seriously. Yeah. So Street Vibes, I'm happy you're here. You're finally connected in Discord, right? Good. So I don't get when people complain about like not becoming members. It's like, well, you can clearly see people making monies and paying for the membership, right? So you'd rather spend monies on McDonald's instead? That's okay too. That's okay. So that's okay. So if you again, we're coming to the end of the year, right? Think about your year. How well did you do, right? Do you need help, right? Do you need a community? What do you need, right? So and invest in yourself. Alrighty. If you see people making monies, well, maybe they're making monies for a reason. So, anyways, I like what's happened here on PRZO, guys. Like I said, we now need to stay above the VWAP. We now need to stay above $1.13. We need to stay above that level. Next resistance is $1.30. Mr. Z? Yes, it does. Yeah, actually, Mr. Z sounds cooler. Yeah. Your name in Discord? Yeah. To be fair, Big Macs are pretty good. Well, I wouldn't know, but yeah. Yes. La la la. Maybe Tesh can tell us. Tesh is having Big Macs like every day. So, uh, I agree. I agree, Costa. It depends. Shake it, thanks. Yeah. No, thank you. Thanks to Josh for your membership, Ape Father. Ape, I thought you were a bot the whole time. Maybe you're like the most sophisticated bot, but I thought you were bots the whole time. So, you got stopped out of RDHL. Yeah, that thing just couldn't break out, could it? No, too much resistance. 168. Sales is failing at resistance. Not sales. TCON. TCON resistance at 20 cents. 2050, 2040-ish resistance. RSLS is also kind of struggling there for now. LQDA looks like it's back to $10, so that's not too bad with a double bottom at 950. So watch 950. We need something to go though. My goodness, Tesla's on fire. Tesla is on straight fire. Oh my goodness. Ooh wee. So 259. This is my new. No, again, you want to make sure that I think I was having this conversation with someone on a call. Yeah, CM. It shouldn't feel like you're gambling. I know there's a level of like risk when it comes to They always will be. Like when you're playing in the market, there's always that risk, right? You're taking a risk, but it should be an educated risk, though. It should not feel like you're gambling. Alrighty, so I try not to say gambling. Alrighty. Uh, Possible cup and handle. See, it doesn't matter. Doomsday Viking NFT. It doesn't matter until we break out, right? So when you think of cup and handles or double bottoms or double tops, it really doesn't matter. At the base of all of that, you're looking for resistance and support, right? So yes, you can say cup and handle potentially, but still, we need to break above a dot. We need to clear that resistance right there for it to matter, right? So, yeah, and Maria, yeah, you're late. You're late to the party. But again, yeah, always make sure you check the like trade ideas, momentum scanner to just scan through the channels. You will quickly find what you potentially missed. Uh, we'll have conversations with you, AI. Yes, yes. Well, last 2 years, Kevin. Yeah, I was in I saw that video of the Big Mac that lasted a long time, and I was like, mm-mm, I don't want to have McDonald's anymore. No thanks. Yeah, outside tomorrow though. Okay, sounds good. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, OGG. Welcome to the community. Just like blackjack. Not sure. Not if you count. Yeah. Exactly, Troy. Exactly. 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 There's a eat with the king. So you like Burger King instead, Musty? Was that actually cool? Eat with the king. LQD is still pushing up there. Wow, that's impressive. Wow, wow, wow. Hmm, not bad. Yeah, we need PRZO to break above 126 and then 130, and then we have a chance of another rally. You know, but the meme, okay. 125 PRZO para zero. It's all about the those golden arches. Burger King. Hmm. Outback. Nah, nah. Fast food. Fast food. What's the if someone asked you what your favorite fast food place was, what would you say? Is it McDonald's or is it yeah, no, Can looks really good still. Really good. 33% and climbing. Uh, forward to your life. So 299 for CAN. Wow. That was a nice catch, KB. Good job. Chick-fil-A. In and out. Okay, I don't know. We don't have in and out. Yeah, it does, Ryan. It does. McDonald's is not fast food. In and out, Peter. In and out. Okay. Wow. Yeah, we don't have in and out, so I can't really try it. $3. Chick Fil A. Wow. Chick Fil A as well. Oh wow. Okay. In and Out and Chick Fil A. Top choices. Peter's talking about something else. Oh my goodness. Shakes. Yeah, so good. Wow. So Chick Fil A is a standout then. Yeah, in and out. Okay, sounds good. Anyways, Wendy's. Wendy's. Nah, nah. Fast food called fast food. No, we don't. Yeah, $3. KB. Yeah, went above $3. Well, tested $3 and then came back down. CAN. LPT. Musty, are you in that one? LPT. That's a nice run, KB. It dish real fast, man. That's the best dish, isn't it? That's the best fast food. Wendy's does the best burgers. Wendy's. There goes 303. What a beautiful shout, KB. Good job. What's your entry again, KB? I think you have a really nice entry on this one. Yeah, as you can see though, for para zero, regardless of the pattern that it's forming, it can't seem to break out. Like we keep failing at the same resistance, right? And as time goes on, the lower that level gets, right? So until para zero can find a way to get back above $1.26, yeah. Wendy's was your first job. Wendy's. Wendy's. I had a friend in high school, and she was ginger, and people would always call her Wendy. Wendy. And then anyways, Wendy's job is good. Yeah, Wendy. It's overrated. Okay, well, you guys seem to like Wendy's though, and Chick-fil-A. That's because you and Peter are on the same wavelength. What's Dan doing? Dan, are you scalping features again? Dan is finishing the features. Um, Good job. RDHL, good job, focus. No, no, no. To turn people don't do. There we go. GNS broke 80 cents, Gary. Yeah, no, GNS has done well. GNS has done well. Virus, yeah, the book. Yes. Back in the 80s, Kel, your first job was Wendy's? Nice. Back in the 80s. Us gingers? You're ginger as well, Emer? Okay. Oh, 90 cents is what you're saying? 90 cents. Let me take a look. GNS. Yeah, I think GNS was such an easy swing, honestly. Well, it broke above 90 cents and then came back down. So, yeah, the easy play for GNS was closer to 50 cents. So, no, not bad. So maybe watch for a rebound of 86. In and out is the best. Wow. Okay. Well, next time we go somewhere, I need to try In and Out. In and Out burgers or something. Yes. POL looks interesting. Yeah. It does look like RDHL is bouncing off 153, so that's good. That's good. Oh well. Mm. There we go. Vivos is moving. Yeah, Can looks good, KB. Can looks really good. Super slow though, but it looks good. You put money in a machine and got nothing out. I know, right? I thought you said he was with a nun, Peter. Yeah, Peter was. You know, I was doing nice things, and Peter and Josh were busy. Anyways, a steakhouse, Martin Steakhouse, on and they put a cross on my cheese fries. Was it nice? Anyways, he ate chocolate pudding in steak with Peter. Yeah, the chocolate was good. The dessert was very good. I enjoyed that very much. At the beginning of my you guys would never consider McDonald's. Wow. Yeah, I don't like McDonald's. Not, I saw that video. I saw that video of McDonald's lasting a whole year. Mm-mm. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's amazing. Lori, Hmm. Houston. I think Kevin goes to Houston. There goes 310 for Can. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful run! Wow, good job, KB. But the cow. McDonald's. Yep. Can has actually done quite well with the signals there. I think Can had news 2 days ago, so it's impressive how it's running today, KB. Uh, halted stocks. But you still like it? Maybe fake, but you still like it? Yes. Yes, there goes 316. Mara's at 24, yeah. I haven't eaten meat in almost 50 years, Yogi. Oh my goodness, 50 years? There goes 317 for Can, 42%. Beautiful. Yeah, if you're in Can, congratulations. Even if you bought the breakout, like that's still beautiful, right? Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So, absolutely beautiful. What a nice run. What's a nice run? A very nice run. No. You haven't had meat for 50 years? Isn't it amazing though, like how, I bet you the people that only have meat for 50 or for a long, long time and they're very happy. The people that don't have meats and they're very happy, such as the yeah, 69, yes. 69. Yeah. Documentary, there's 7 and 9. No, 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 no. Fadi, what's your question for CDIO? Let me know. Let me know. Ayo Ghost, what's up? Good, good. How are you? I knew a vegetarian that still had meat. When they stopped using red bird chicken. Bird chicken. Red bird chicken. No. Oh my goodness. The tangents we go on as we're supposed to be looking at stocks is amazing. So I like it. Both Ghost, both everything. We just spent where's Bitcoin at actually? That's well, Bitcoin is on the left here somewhere. Somewhere on one of these charts. Anyways, it's somewhere. Yeah, no, Bitcoin has done well today. We were talking about that earlier. Earlier. Uh any? Speaking of Bitcoin, Any's a Bitcoin miner. So yeah, it's done well curling. So next resistance is 277, 280. Thank you, Josh. 44, 128. Na, 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 na. Interesting. A minor, not a minor. A minor. A huge difference, Peter. Oh my goodness. Anyways, exit at 69. Good job. Yeah, AVAX, kicking yourself for not buying AVAX when it was at $12. It's at $38 now. Yeah, all these dips on crypto, my goodness. Right? All those dip skis. Solana was $7, $8. Gone skis. Gone skis. At least all the good names. Cool. La, la, for 2024. Wow. 2024. Oh yeah, that's why. Cool. Paper trade, 600%. Yeah, I mean, a break above like $20 would have been a massive level, right? Wes, like a break and hold above $20, massive. So yeah, absolutely, that would have been a good shout, a very good shout. Yeah, so, again, if you became a member today and you don't have the link yet for Discords, that's the link at the bottom of the chat for Discord. Alrighty, so click the link at the bottom of the chat, and then you have to follow the steps in the Getting Started channel and connect, and it's gonna let you into Discord. So, that's your invite. Yeah, canceled off there to retest. I mean, that was a pretty nice run though, so it has to retest at some point. PRZO, again, as you can see, we have a triple top almost in the supply zone. So do not FOMO into PRZO at the top there. So now what we need to do is stay above, right? Stay above $1.13 and then go back up, right? PRZO, stay above 113, another potential bottom there, and then go right back up. Please and thank you. Tesla is still doing its thing. Tesla looks nice. Right, a retest of the 200, the demand zone, 157, 257.60, and a bounce. Retest and bounce. ACON considered consolidating in level 2 looks good. What do I think, Brad? Let me take a look. ACON, you're looking for an entry? Yeah, it's consolidating. I just don't like how weak it is, but yes, it is consolidating. So if you take a play, right, just don't let it go below 31. For sure, for sure. Do not, right? So para zero. What do you think? RDHL. RDHL. What do I think? I think is weak. I think is very weak, right? So it's not really consolidating. Anne Marie, right? So unless, like again, so if I was interested in this, right, unless you take a position here with this, don't let it go below 146, right? You can risk a few cents if you want to, already. Do not let it go below 146. So stop loss at 145, something like that, right? A very tight stop loss, right? Do not let it go to the abyss. Otherwise, I will come find you. I will take your computer away. I will change your password. So yeah, sure. Again, maybe not too bad after that dipski there, but don't let it go to the abyss, please. Right? Stop loss around this demand zone. Alrighty. GNS looks like it's creeping up, but 90 cents resistance. La 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 la. $1.19 para zero. ASST, GME. Charlie, what's the question? What is your question? Mm. ASST. Is it actually curling? Yeah. It has been curling though since 44 cents. So, and there goes RDHL with the bounce, Anne Marie. So someone bought it for you, unless you bought it. Someone FOMO. Someone said, "Wait, what? Entry and stop loss," and it's back to 151. So yeah, I got tired of watching. I know, right? Exactly, Josh. So again, that wasn't too bad of a spot, right? Cookie one. Cookie one, cookie two, cookie three, you know? Yeah, let me go back to poll. Poll. That's a nice bounce. That's a very nice bounce. Good consolidation, good curl, good demand zone. Beautiful. Beautiful. Resistance at $2.15 for poll. Yeah, Joyce, very nice run up, right? So, uh, yeah, if we can get back above $3, just in the stay above $3, sure, right? You have resistance at 301. So CAN needs to get back above 301 first. Alrighty. Sounds good. You may want to change your passwords, my bad. Cookie one. Yeah. See, I'm surprised I've never used cookies as a password though. Yeah, so CAN needs to get back above the 9 before it looks like it's a proper curl already. Otherwise, it's still weak. So yeah, Charlie, yeah, that thing needs to curl back up. If it's gonna stay below the blue line, you know what we say about the blue line, right? Once you go below the blue line, be very careful because they could ride it to the abyss. So yeah, to the abyss. And Para Zero still holding $2.15, but pretty damn weak though. Like it's lost momentum. Muffins over cookies? Actually, yeah, muffins are pretty good. Not cookie one. Once you go blue, hmm. Varys, what's he saying? What's Peter saying now? What's this silliness? Might be worth watching. ADTX. Let's take a look. Sending it. Okay. Yeah, it needs a bit more volume for sure. PSG. That's a nice curl, isn't it? Wow, it's a nice curl. Market open sell off and then bouncy bounce 77 cents to 84 cents. Yeah, it's not bad, Nemo. Not bad at all. Can is trying to curl there now. It's going to need to close that candle above though. So needs to close the candle above. Needs to close above. Making money on these plays. You're finally making money. Is a father. See, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if if you're not a bot. Type in I am not a bot. Or type in these. If you're not a bot, finish the sentence, Ape Father. If you're not a bot, finish the sentence. These what? Finish the sentence. If you don't finish it, you're definitely a bot. How can I be a bot? Not a bot, Alex. Not a bot. I am I'm not a bot. Finish the sentence. I am a bot. See? Capture says 4 plus 3. These resistors. See? You could not finish the sentence, a father. So maybe telling you, it's a very key phrase. 7 is not the answer. You failed. You're definitely a bot. Oh, you answered the question to the answer 7? Okay, fine. Fine. So we could not close above 307 yet, Charlie, right? 301 for Can. So he passed. Dinestis, I know you're bot. I know you are bot for sure. Where do you find these hot stonks? In Discord. Once you join Discord, you don't go back. So come join us in Discord, if father. Yes, very intelligent. Richard, you're definitely not a bot. La, la, la. Maybe after this week. Okay, sounds good. When they interact with it, AI is an AI is an idiot. AI is an idiot. So it does look like Can is trying to consolidate though. So if you play with Can, it needs to close above that level. But also, that thing needs to stay above 295. So it needs to stay above 295. It's not quite closing above it yet, right? It's still struggling with 301. So if it does close above, it's going to need to stay above 295. Alrighty, there goes para zero off the support, right? So was this you, Anne Marie? This was you buying the dipskis, wasn't it? Yeah. Again, the good thing is when you look at this chart, guys, what do you see? What do you see when you look at this? There's clear support, right? There is clear support at the same level that we've been talking about all morning, right? Clear support. So it just has to break out. It just has to go. Just has to go. It just has to go, right? Let me edit my settings really quickly here. It just has to go. It just has to go. Doo-doo-doo. It just has to go. All right, so clear support. I was, but you held off. Okay. Yeah, nice little consolidation at the bottom there. Multiple, quite a few candles holding. Now we need to break above 126, 125, 130, all of it. Is there enough volume? I mean, on this candle, yes. Yes, yes, yes. But regardless of that, though, like you still need to break out, right? Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of resistance. Yeah, 125, 126, 130, all of it resistance. So yeah, big volume, but still resistance. La 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 la. Mm-hmm. Musty is also a bot. It's the 24 hours, Musty. Live is slowly going. Live W. Okay. Yeah, we keep failing at the same level. I think though. I think if PRZO gets back to the bottom and we go below 114, that thing is gonna get slapped because that's another lower high. If you notice what's happening here is every time we go up, we get lower highs, right? When we push, the push is weaker. So If we go back, if we break below this level, PRZO is about to get slapped, right? That thing goes below 114 there. Oh Lord, you have mercy. It will get entered. So it better find a way to go back above 125. It better find a way to push like now. So if I was holding this, I would want it to for sure stay above 119. Right, stay above all the moving averages. Close the candles above all the moving averages, and then you would be okay for now. You sold your POL shares. That's good, right? It's dipping a little bit. Can could never close above the 9, right? So Charlie, hopefully you didn't go FOMO, right? That thing just could not do it, right? So I've said this multiple times. When a stock is below the blue line, you have a problem, right? This stock clearly broke below the blue line and it's been trending down. And then now look at all these candles. Try to close above, right? We go above the blue line, but we never could close above the blue line, right? And then back down. So can problems. PRZO has issues. It needs the vibes, but it's holding 119, so that's a good step. It needs to push though. 121, come on, give us a push. How about when your portfolio is under the blue and then there's problems virus. William says you're off 50%. Are you in the position, William? Let me now take a look. I will take a look ski. So RDGL is that the OTC stock? RDGL, the OTC stock off 50%. Yeah, it is off 50%. Mm. Um, yeah. Yes, you're in it. Okay. Well, I mean, just by looking at this, just by looking at the daily time frame, William. I mean, if you go back to like July, July this year, we pushed this to below 8 cents. Guess what happened? Back to the abyss. And then September of this year, but just below 8 cents again, back to the abyss. So now we're sitting in that same range, which is interesting because we've done this a whole bunch of times, right? Over and over. Every time it's to the bottom, back to the top, back to the bottom, back to the top, back to the bottom, back to the top, back to the bottom. It's been doing this for a damn long time, so just be careful there, right? It looks good. You're most likely happy with the gains, but yeah, just be careful that it's done this way too many times. If there's a catalyst this time, though, maybe it's going to keep pumping, but just be mindful that the technicals are giving you some warning signs. Alrighty, and then maybe set a stop loss. It does look good though, so just be careful. LQDA. What am I looking at? What's your question, Kevin? These guys had news earlier. They had a nice pop, and then it came back down. And if you're short, that's nice, Kevin. Just be mindful that you're gonna have some support at 977, Kevin. 977. Alrighty. Anyways, moving on. PASG looks okay. Resistance at 84. ADTX, again, super light volume, but it's creeping up the E. So we'll see if that thing can catch some flames. POL is still trending down, right? So watch for 195 for support. Can is still also trending down below the blue line, right? So PRZO, again, very hopeful that it can break out, right? Stay above the moving averages, please. You're welcome, William. Welcome. Come on, Pipara Zero. Give us something here. My goodness. We have like 30 minutes left. And then I have to go do one-on-ones. So I want to see something squeeze. Something go boom skis. I want to see something do some things, before we have to hop off. TCON, nothing. Nothing. I can send you a video about something squeezing. Let's see. It's $100, Alex. That would be nice. Mm. Pizza, did you short a demand zone? Let me go take a look. What time frame is that? What time frame is that, Pizza? Live? I'll take a look. I'll take a look live. Okay, let me take a look at life. Trending up on what stupid time frame? On what time frame, Pizza? Look at this damn thing trend up. Unbelievable. Look at that trend. Unless you're playing with something else. Anyways, let me move on. Life W. La, 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 la. Yeah, it was looking really good and then hit resistance. So hopefully it stays above 250. Yeah, 250, 250. So stay above 250, next resistance 275. Can is still trending down, right? So yeah, for now, meh. My goodness, PRZO is so annoying. So annoying. Just go already. Sheesh. Sheesh. Were you here the whole time, Rob?
I just got here.
Oh,
Oh,
okay, okay, okay.
let me lower this. It's loud.
Hey,
Heyo.
how are you?
I'm good.
Yeah. How's your morning?
Busy, but I wanted to come in and do an update on what we spoke about the
Yeah.
market. Just to let people give a
Yes.
reporting live from.
Reporting live. Update. News market updates. Market news updates. Yes. Reporting live.
So you
Let's
want me to
see.
start?
Yes, yes, yes.
We're not talking about. Okay. So we got this morning the what is it? We got the consumer confidence came in like way higher than expected at 110.7. They were expecting 104.6. So the consumer confidence is really big. That's why the market just like kept ripping this morning.
Mhm,
And existing home sales also up 3.82 from 3.77 million. So
mhm,
existing home sales actually people were expecting it maybe even to like they were expecting it to go down.
mhm,
So it was at 3.79 million last year, and they expected it to come up to go down to 3.77, and it was actually up 3.82. So that means there was more homes
Yeah.
being sold, which is like really good for the markets, right? Because what the remember, markets are forward looking, so they're happy with like um, where inflation is going, but they're still scared about recession, right? That the market, correct, exactly. Thank you.
Yeah.
So they're scared a bit about what's going to happen in the future with the recession, which I believe we're probably in one already, and we don't see it till later. But now you have the what they call the hard landing or soft landing. Are we gonna come in hard with this? Or are we gonna suffer more? And it all depends on the consumer. If they're still buying, if they're still if home sales are going up, if they're going down, that's a good signal. So these are really good signals for the market. So expect, and there was still a lot of money on the sidelines.
Yeah.
So I believe there's going to be more money rushing in now into the market, maybe beginning of year. So I'm
Hmm.
not saying that the market's going to, now this week we're going to go, this is not, what is it? This is not for you to buy, hold, or sell anything. It's more just to keep an
Just an
eye.
update.
Correct.
Yeah.
Just an update on what the market is doing. If you have long-term investments, know that maybe you're going to be a little safer. If you want to, just start, you know, checking your long-term investments, all that stuff, it'll be great. But the
Hmm.
good news is that market is bullish on this. Now let me say something.
Hmm.
Market and these numbers might be one thing, but what the people are saying and feeling in their pockets and in the stores is another. Let's just
Hmm.
be clear with that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
read between the lines. But
Yes.
so meaning what we want is know what the market's doing. We want to think like the market so we can make money with the market. Now,
Hmm.
what people are feeling in the stores, and seeing, it's totally different. I get it. Don't get me wrong. I know it. I'm feeling the inflation too and everything, but the good news is that we can benefit when the market's going up, when the market's going down. No, try to read it, with the market. So that's why we're gonna start, doing these little updates.
Yeah.
So we can have, we're gonna be trading. We intraday traders most of the time. You're live with Blaze doing, whatever's coming, whatever bullish momentum is coming in. But we have
Hmm.
future traders now. We have options traders. We have people that are investing long term. So it's important just to know that, and we just wanted to bring that update. So
Yeah.
for everyone. But I think the market's bullish. That's the good thing.
Yeah.
So we might still, we're in the middle of a Santa rally. So the Santa rally is here.
Christmas.
Crypto is pumping as well. It gave us a little scare yesterday, crypto, but then yeah,
Yes.
it dropped a bit, but it found support again, and it created a higher high around 41,200. So
Hmm.
I think we're around 43 now almost, or we broke.
Uh, I think
We're
I
at,
think it's like let me take a look.
I closed my charts because it slows down my machine on the
Yeah.
live.
44.
Great. So it's at 44, so it pumped, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're there. So now we just have to
Hmm.
continue trying to keep breaking above that supply. But
Yeah.
with that being said, I just wanted to mention that,
Yeah.
I think it's important for us to know that, like I said, take it with a grain of salt. The markets are forward looking. Remember that. So they're pricing in now what they're
Hmm.
seeing, right? So that's why you see sometimes markets start crashing, and it's because they're pricing in the news that they're expecting to hear. So now they're expecting to see good things. Home sales are up. It was a surprise. Consumer confidence was up.
Yeah.
And so if the markets are saying that, and that's what they're reporting, then we just trade the chart. We
Yeah.
trade what we have in
Exactly.
front of we trade what we have in front of us, and then from there we just Peter. It's too much.
I just wanted to take a screenshot
Hopefully
of
those
you.
are going down, Peter. Hopefully those are going down. um but yeah, I just wanted to give that quick update because I
I
think it
think.
was surprising. I was really surprised by the existing home sales.
Yeah. If you never said anything, like I would have never expected that to be the case.
Yeah, and I think that's why, because I saw the market pumping, and then I always have my the forex factory up, and I'm watching the what news is coming in and whatever. When I saw that, I said, "Wow!" No
Yep.
wonder it kept rallying up. Futures were like pumping again.
Yep.
It went right back to yesterday's high, and then it just broke it and continued. So I was like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah.
Um, Meaning that if the futures market is pumping, you're gonna see SPY pumping as well. So
Hmm.
you're
Yeah.
welcome, guys. I just wanted to see we could probably continue to do stuff when we see things that are very like and maybe like that. We'll do those types of updates.
Yeah.
Um,
That's a good idea.
just yeah, I think so.
I am.
And yeah, I was gonna say something else and I forgot. Crude oil came in at 10:30, 2.9 million. Um, the inventories. So crude oil has been going up.
Yeah.
And so if anybody's in ETFs or anything like that, that's that's based on oil, it's
Hmm.
going up. And why? Because when there's bad news in the Middle East, that's
Hmm.
good for oil. That's good
Yep.
for oil prices because the demand is gonna the demand is gonna go up, right? Because
Hmm.
there's gonna be less oil that they can provide. So if they know that there's going to be less inventory or they're not going to be able to provide as much, the prices go up. So that's why crude oil started pumping because there's some problems in the Suez Canal. I don't know if you heard about that, Blaze, but the Suez Canal had I think they were
Yeah.
attacked or they were trying to stop it or something like that.
Yeah. And I think Virus sent me something about Yemen too, or like just
Exactly. So
yeah.
yeah, so they're doing all that, and that's affecting, most likely exactly exactly, Royce and Peter. So those are that's what's going on in the oil world. So when we talk about futures, remember that futures are indirectly connected because they're derivatives. They're derivatives from an asset. So crude can you can like we have a member that trades. He doesn't like to trade like futures or even the stocks, but he goes right into the ETFs or those leveraged ETFs that
Mhm.
are directly correlated. They have a correlation. So that's why I mentioned it as well. You can always find those ETFs or those leveraged ETFs that correlate with those markets. So
Mhm.
if you didn't know about that, you could look it up. They're pretty good, like Bull Z, and they have some other ones. So also shipping go up. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
OZ.
that's important, guys. I think it's important for us to understand the market overall. We're
Yeah.
looking at things in front. Yeah, we trade the chart and we trade what's in front. We take our money that we can, but it's always good to understand a bit what's happening in the macroeconomic world.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah. It really is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Boy,
Uh,
push. Yep. There you go, Wes. Yep.
just getting a video.
Yeah, if you guys want to see that in the Discord, like see more like those leverage ETFs that Mark plays and other people play, that those are pretty cool too. And they usually follow supply and demand, which is what we're working on. We're working on a nice um creating these nice signals where you can subscribe to your own personal channel and then you're gonna get those. I don't know if you spoke about this already, Blaze, or if I'm going a little too
No,
far.
go ahead. No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
We're just working on something now. We're testing where we're gonna have these as you see in the chart, you have a demand zone and a supply zone.
Mhm.
There's some tickers that move and they're very predictable. They go into demand, they go into supply, and they bounce into that range. If they break a little higher, then you have and they're pretty good to trade. They move pretty safe. Like when they start moving in a certain direction, they stay moving in that direction. So we're gonna start working on those types of little signals to have like in your own personal channel.
Yeah.
So that's coming soon that we're working right now, and
Yeah.
hopefully it'll work. And it's all based on the algo, where
Yeah.
the algo is going to be able to read those when those prices inside those demand zones and stuff like that. So
Yeah. Almost like yeah, like personal signals in a way, you know? Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
All
Interesting.
right. So I
That's
just
a
wanted to come in and give that update so I can continue with other stuff because
that's good. That's very good.
end of
And
year craziness with all my
the craziness? No, today's actually been quite a
yeah.
yeah. There's only 15 minutes left, so if you're not busy, you can just kind of hang.
Okay, you're gonna stay
Yeah.
for two, right? Yeah, we're
Yeah.
good.
It's not very much long left. Yeah, and the markets have been like quite impressive. You look at like the S&P and you look at the daily, or you look at any time frame. Honestly, it's like wow, every
It's
single day.
wild.
Yeah,
It's
and I
crazy.
think Yeah, I think I had this. I think it was you that we had the conversation of like, the monies that's been sitting on the sidelines and then going to the end of the year that has to come
Mhm.
back in. It
Yep.
was you, wasn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
The
Yeah,
money will start rushing back in. Yeah, definitely.
yeah,
And there's still, we think that it's pumping in. And the thing is that if you've noticed some, which is sometimes I like it, I don't. Sometimes when you have those low volume days, like low
hmm,
volume but trend days,
hmm,
they're kind of dangerous because
yeah,
it's just low volume. They're bringing it up and then it can crash, at any moment.
exactly.
So I'm always
Yeah,
I'm always like with that, like I don't trust it much, but I do see that yeah, it was doing it, but then I think the news and everything now people feel more confident, and I think this is going to help the markets maybe start the year. I mean, I believe there's going to be some type of pullback. There has to be,
yeah,
people taking profits and stuff like that, maybe at the beginning of the year,
yeah,
and then maybe rush to those newer all time highs and stuff. But Nasdaq is like wild, is doing great.
yeah,
The NQ is doing great, so we just got to keep watching it and yeah
yeah. Yeah,
and
what James? Yeah, yeah.
yes.
Of course. Yeah,
Yeah,
Rob
the
brings the
yin and the
car.
yang, Troy. We're the yin and the yang.
Yep.
We bring
I
balance.
like
Imagine if we were
chaos.
both the same.
Huh?
That would be crazy. Everybody would be like, "What the hell is going on?"
Rob is gonna stream futures, by the way, whenever Rob is not busy. So then you
Yep,
guys,
yep.
yeah,
Everybody's been asking. I think we're gonna probably do something like that. Like when I get off now from work
yeah,
and I'm gonna be off a bit, I can stream some we'll watch the futures live,
yeah,
and then hope you guys maybe tax
yeah,
law harvesting. Yep, that's also happening. Correct, James? That's
yeah,
gonna be happening now.
yeah, yeah.
I
And
think I think that's gonna happen with my AMC. Lord have mercy.
you can have us that one at any point, Rob. Any next
Actually,
year.
I've had it there on the sideline just for that. I've
Yep.
had my AMC there in the
Oh,
sideline just waiting for that text,
yeah.
just to like use that for my,
Big gains.
wait a minute, do you have something that you can, yep, by the way, I do.
Yep. I have all these losses, on AMC.
Lord.
You wanna, yeah, big monies. Yeah, Joy is excited. Yeah, excited.
Oh, Joy's here. Nice. I didn't know Joy was on the. Yeah, cool, Joy.
Oh,
Joy's
Joy is
doing
always
good.
here.
Joy's doing good. Yeah, she came in and
Yeah,
Can I say something about? So this has been
yeah.
crazy because the futures, like everyone that's coming into futures are like, and I don't want to say like I don't want to make it here like dance with futures. It's so I think that what was I gonna say? Um that the oh Lord, what was I gonna say? Oh, so the futures channel, like
Uh-huh.
people are coming in, right? And I don't want to make this sound like I don't want it to sound like every YouTuber like, oh my god, come and you're gonna make $1 million and everybody, but honestly, like it's been really cool to see the people come in and myself, like my journey, if you heard our one of our first podcasts, my journey was tough, man. It was tough, and then I jumped into futures at the very end. Like after I finished, I was tired of options and all this other stuff, and I got into futures, and I
Mhm.
found my home. And then, but it took me a while, and I was by myself. Like I
Yep.
had no one, bro. And
Yep.
I was crazy frustrated. So I'm seeing that this has been like it's a key factor, bro. Like
Yep.
these people are coming in and they're just like starting and I'm just like, great, we give our tips, and we're writing there every day and stuff, and then you see like they post, hey, I did this and I made that, and I'm like, whoa, what is, and I'm like, Jesus, I need, like, literally, it's important to have that, to have that even if it's just to see a couple people talk about the same thing and
Mhm.
give you their mindset, you know what I mean? I did not have that, it was terrible. Like I
Yep.
literally, like I was so frustrated, I wanted to like find a trader. I was even willing to like. That's why people are willing to, like you're willing to pay anybody like that's making a lot of money. Let's say, and you just
Yep.
want to, like, I'll pay you. Just talk to me. Like, let me
Yep.
know what do you do. I'll freaking pay you, dude. And then you
Yeah.
pay them, and they're just like, yeah, look, I made $1 million and that's it. And you're like, seriously? Like, I want to know, like,
Yeah.
I want to know your mindset behind it. And that's what's
Yeah.
great about the channel. Like, people are seeing our mindset, and
Mhm.
and they're doing good. There's some are some go slower than others, but there's some like amazing. Joy's been great. She's been doing good. She's getting in
Yeah.
little by little. Dan, I knew when Dan and Joe got in, I know it was a wrap because they already trade. Like they already trade. Like the spy. And Virgo. I think Virgo's been watching us on the sidelines. Just like another criminal.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of criminals just like.
Yeah.
But I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm really happy. And it's
No.
not. It's just because this is something else that they can use. Now it's another
Mhm.
another tool that they have to make money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now
No, you
with
should
these paid
funded accounts.
funded accounts is
Yeah.
great. Like we can literally like get funded accounts. You can practice. How many times so in futures when you practice blades, you practice with your paper trade, and then you want to go in and then you use real money.
Hmm.
Then you lose your real money. And then you're losing, while so you lose and then you practice a little more and then you go back to paper,
Yeah.
then you go back and try again and you lose a little more. So
Hmm.
with funded accounts, you're probably paying 40, $50 a month.
Yeah.
And if you do great, you're funded. If you don't, fine, you didn't lose your own money. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? All you lost
Yeah.
is $50 and you just try over again.
Yeah.
So it's been
Exactly.
cool. It's been cool to see people like little by little.
Yeah. Exactly. No, Dooms, you don't need any monies to trade futures. Well, oh,
So yeah, you start futures is just you just start paper trade like anything. You paper trade, but then yeah, you have to fund it. You could fund it. The thing is about futures is that you with these brokers you trade on margin. So
mhm,
the margin sometimes is as low as $50, and you just need at least 4 or 5 times that, or 3 times that. So maybe
mhm,
250, $500 would be great, because
mhm,
you can't start with $50, because the minute it goes against you, you lost. You get margin called. So you want to have a bit more than the margin. So if the lowest margin is $50 or 100, then you want to have 2 or 3 times that, just in case. But like I said, if you're gonna start in futures, paper trade, paper trade, paper trade, and then if you want to start, there's a contract called micros, and those micros are a lot cheaper. They're
mhm.
like they move at $1.25 ticks depending on the ticker. If it's the ES, which is the SPY derivative. But we'll talk about that in the Discord. Get in and we'll talk about it. And we're gonna have another video soon, maybe, where we're gonna do an update, because we did our first video with Hoosier long
Yes.
time ago when we were just like 4 of us in the channel. Now
Yeah.
there's a lot of people, so now it can be more dynamic. So there's
Yeah.
a lot of stuff that we're gonna be able to do.
Yeah. Okay, sounds good. I was just updating. But yeah, no, Rob, you should be very proud.
I'm proud of them. I'm proud of everybody.
You should be very proud.
Yeah, I'm
I
more proud.
remember like it's back in the beginning when like you know it was it was you and maybe Malo and but then like your strategy made a lot of sense and then you just kept talking about it and talking about it and then you eventually did it with the channel and then people slowly walked over and then everybody walked over and then yeah.
Yeah, people are just seeing
Yeah.
how because they're bringing in, like, we're opening the door for them, but they're bringing in their own strategies, because if you're trading futures, you should have been already trading for a bit. You should understand more how price action is. And if you know a bit about price action and market structure, then you can trade futures. If
Yeah.
you traded options, it's the same without the Greeks. So it's great. Um, so it's very similar. You're trading contracts, and but you don't get killed with the IV.
Yeah.
So it's good. It's great. So people are bringing in, like, I don't want to take all the credit. People are bringing in their stuff. They're part of it. I just help them with the understanding a bit more, like what they're seeing, and sometimes they see things a certain way, and I can give them another aspect of how to see it, and
Yeah.
making sure everybody sticks to their plan, that they have a plan and stuff like that. It's been cool.
Yeah.
It's been really cool.
Absolutely. Okay, sounds good, Eddie. Have a wonderful rest of the day too. Have a good day. Yeah, can. Interesting. Yeah, no, especially on the days like, yeah, you're usually busy though in the afternoons, Rob. So, but otherwise, you could just stream. You could just stream futures.
Yeah, it's like yeah, I gotta do something about that in 2024.
Yeah, no, yeah, in time, and then I can stream stocks in the morning, and then Rob can stream futures. So then we could just vibes.
Yeah, when either I could stream when you get off or something, and then I continue with futures or something, and
Yeah.
then yeah, we'll
Oh, yeah,
just
exactly.
we'll do something like that because
Yeah.
sometimes futures is good too early in the
Yeah.
morning, just because at certain when the session opens and stuff is,
Mhm.
or when so there's a point in time where the London session and the New York session overlap,
Mhm.
and then more volume comes in, like 8 to 9
Yeah.
and stuff. So
Yeah.
so we'll see.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. What happened, Dan? Was this rubbish?
Then you could be on both. We're not gonna stream at the same time.
Exactly. Um.
You could make money with him in options in the morning, and then jump to. Dan is a freaking criminal, bro. Like that guy is like Lynn, and you have people that they're like
Belongs in jail.
they just go like this. They put a card and like chick ching.
Yeah. Yes. The people that go to the casino and rob the casino. No, Dan, I understand. It's
And my stream will be in the hot trades, on the hot trades. Don't I'm not gonna have like a separate stream or anything just in case.
yes. Yeah.
It's under the hot trades umbrella.
Yes. If Roberts does a future stream, Troy, everybody's gonna run and come to futures, Rob, and then I'm gonna be here on my own. Like, hey,
Uh, I, I don't and honestly don't expect it to be like I'm nowhere near what Blaze was made for this. Like
no,
I gotta see how the hell I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be like, well, guys, you see here,
nope.
it's
Rob is.
crossing. It's
Mm-mm,
crossing the support
mm-mm.
line. So should we get into a long right now? I'm not
Uh-uh.
like boom skis, and then we're gonna.
No, no. Give Rob a topic and like watch Rob go. Just
Oh
give
well,
Rob a
that's true.
topic.
Oh God.
Yeah, watch. Yeah, give Rob a topic that he enjoys. Oh my goodness, you will not be able to stop Rob. Rob will go for
Oh,
days.
that's what you're saying. I'm talking too much.
Well, I do too.
It's like
I I do
probably
no, I do too. Like it's like when we talk about stuff, like stuff that we enjoy, we just go and go. Like on the videos.
well, that's true. I got a bodyguard. I was saying that I was in the morning early in meetings, and I'm like, and
Yeah.
Dan was like, you need me to you need me to rough somebody up. Dan is
Yes.
my bodyguard.
Yes. Yes. Is the bottom of the chart. You know what? You're up $250, Peter. Like, did you recover the other one, or you're up 250 on futures?
Oh, Peter, what trade was that? I can't
Yes.
see the charts because every time I get in the live and the charts are on, and now my
Mhm.
it just slows everything down.
Yeah, it's really annoying how that works. I don't know why that is. I want like I think it's the software like Stream itself, which is pretty stupid. Anne Marie, so you're still kind of learning stocks. So like Rob said, when you do features, like you want to make sure you have a bit of experience with like the markets and the technicals. Otherwise futures will finish you in 2 seconds.
Well,
Yeah. So take your time with one thing and like learn the stocks, learn the charts, and then in the future get into futures. Alrighty.
Yeah, yeah. Just once you understand how to trade, like you understand the how price action moves, and you're able to get those nice entries on a stock and all that stuff. It you
Yeah.
can definitely you could do it in parallel. You could go, just paper trade, and you could do that just right off a trading view. You don't even need to open an account. You just go into trading view
Mm.
and paper trade it, and it should be fine.
Yeah.
But but
I'm laughing because Peter said, so I said, hey, Peter, like, is this, are you, he's like, nope, this is my third account.
this is your what?
He's firing those damn accounts.
Oh Lord.
Oh my goodness, Peter. And then you have Joe. Joe completed that thing in 1 day, Rob.
One day I should have said that.
Yeah.
So Apex has to the 27th a
Yeah.
deal where they usually make if you can so let's say a 25 or a $25,000 funded account or a 50,000. I
Yeah.
think you have to pass it by getting more than, I think it's 1,500 for the 25K, and if
Yeah.
you want 50K you need 2,500, right? So I think
Okay.
he got a 25K account,
Yeah.
and but you have to pass it in 7 days. So they don't want it to be a fluke, right? They don't
Yeah.
want you to take like this one trade and then you made it in one day, and then the next day you lose it all. So
Hmm.
they usually have you take 7 days, but they have like this special where
Yeah.
from like now to the 27th,
Yeah.
you can get funded in one day.
Oh,
You-
wow.
the guy comes in, dude. The guy
Yep.
comes in and
Yep.
he's like, "Bet," and then he just sends a message. He's like, "I'm up," and he shows the receipts. Don't get
Hmm.
it's like, so he shows the receipts. Boom, 1,200. I'm only like 300 away or something like that. And I was like, "Damn." So then,
Yep.
then at the end, so I thought he was done. By the
Yeah.
end of the day, like an hour later, he's like, "I did it. Now what's next?"
Yep.
I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" I'm like, "These guys are criminals." I was like, "But you
Yep.
know what? I had a feeling because he trades, the spy really good, and that's
Hmm.
basically the spy. It's just a derivative of the
Yep.
spy. So
Yeah.
you just,
You know what's crazy though? Like, is he's doing all of that on his phone too? Like while at work.
I don't know. I don't know how they do it. So Hoosiers the same way. I don't know how they do it, but they
Yeah.
do it.
Yep.
But I mean, that's the good thing. You can do it on your phone on a little tablet. There's so many places to do it.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah. It's impressive.
that was great.
Yeah. Yeah. Poll looks good. Poll looks really good. So, congrats if you're in this one. Nice little breakouts, and then a fat supply zone up there. So be careful. While driving a house, yep, he's driving somewhere and he's making all that money. It's impressive. Impressive. You made $5,000 in what, Savan, in pole? Oh wow, yeah. I mean it's up 115%. So congratulations. Yeah, very nice.
Oh,
Yeah, very nice.
go into a supply zone.
Yeah,
See, these are the times that people usually ask now. They get in,
yeah,
and they're pretty far in. They're pretty green, and
yeah,
then they let it reverse on them a bit. So
yeah,
this is the time where I would say look at that algo bar. You see the top, the cumulative delta at the top,
yeah,
53, 56 point. So you can see buying is still overtaking the, okay, now it's changing. Now it's losing, which makes sense. It wicked right into the supply zone and it's
mhm,
finding supply, you see? So
yeah,
now we have to see if I look at that up there. If it's gonna break, that'll continue green and it'll start, you'll get a higher high and it'll start
exactly.
breaking through. But if you see that supplies right there, exactly. If you
Yeah,
see that still overtaking, but it's barely moving, then
yeah,
expect that when it goes red, it's gonna reverse.
yeah, exactly.
So that's where you start saying, okay, do I take profits? Do I get out?
Take profits on 228. Yeah, that thing is actually fighting. Wow, 230.
There
There
it
goes
is.
new high. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Look at the
Sheesh.
delta. The delta continues to be higher. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
It doesn't. Oh,
No way.
what the heck?
No way.
But did you see the delta? It never went
Yep.
red. You see what I'm
Yep.
saying? When you get
Yep.
into supply zone, look at that delta. If it's still green there and it's teal color, that means that it's a spike. It means that there's more buyer, two times the buyers than the sellers, more than two times.
Oh my goodness.
Damn, it broke through.
That is the definition of a moon rally. Oh my goodness. You sold now? Well, congrats. Oh my, that's impressive. Screw you. That thing said bye. Oh my goodness.
7K.
Wow. It's very impressive.
I will call it a day, Kadeem. I will call it a day.
Yep.
I will call it a week.
Yep.
Us. Kadeem.
Yeah, he might. Wow. Quite an impressive breakout, actually.
Is he a member?
No.
Bro, you better join.
No more trades today. Yeah, your only trade should be becoming a member. That's the only trade.
Yeah.
And you know what's impressive though is how well it look at that thing, like how well it's holding up there, you know? Like it's not even like wanting to go back down. It's just like, nope.
Well, this look at the buying. It's a lot more. There's a lot more buying and selling. There's people coming in now. The FOMO's coming in.
Yep.
People are like, wait a minute, I'm missing out on this.
Yep. Dang, that's impressive. What a candle. Isn't it nice like when you're in something and it does that? It's like, well, okay, I don't really need to manage this, you know?
Exactly, because I was just talking about that. I was saying, well, start looking just in case you got to manage this correctly. You're not gonna get it. Blam.
Yep.
But that was a good point. Looking at that cumulative delta, it never went red at all. Like it didn't.
Exactly. Yep. These spikes. The other day held. Oh yeah, West. Yeah, hopefully. 170% is pretty damn impressive. Dang. Pole. Who names a stock pole? Polished. Yeah, now if you're holding this, you're very happy. My goodness. Look at this. See, like Peter, like is crushing those things, and then I told you, Peter, I told you earlier, right? You're crushing it. Like you're very good at crushing like 250, 150, but then what destroys you is then you hold it and it wipes you out one time.
Mm, okay.
That's your flaw, Peter.
Yep.
He was yeah, like he was
Stop.
spamming all
Stop.
morning.
Stop. And
Exactly.
and then you should have so in the futures we talk a lot about having a profit target for your day, like having a,
Yeah,
and when you reach it, you're done, you know what I mean? Now you move on to the next one. Now for you
exactly.
guys that are in these momentum plays, you can have a target of a certain percentage, right? Once you
Yeah,
break that percentage higher, look, you're already at 177%, you could stay in it, just put that stop loss, at a certain, and then you're good, just let it go.
exactly. Exactly.
Shut up.
Yeah. Yeah. No, because all morning he was making like 75 here, Rob, 75, 50, 100 all morning. And then one play, one play said, okay, bye. See ya. Right? So, wow, look at that thing, Rob. $3, 180%, 184%, 186. Sheesh. Look at it go. 187. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Peter just made $200 more. So pizza, put the damn stop loss. Otherwise, wow.
Wow. Hey, Rob, please could you explain the delta part a little bit more if you don't mind on the algo? Yeah. So it's simple. You're mute, Blaze? Oh, can I talk? Yeah. No. Um. So So the delta is basically that's cumulative volume delta, which is the difference, which is basically it's calculating the volume that's coming in, buying volume versus selling volume, and it gives you and then the color will be the winner of the two, let's say, right? So the it's like a fraction there. The top number would be the buying and the bottom number will be the selling, Every time that top number is higher than the lower, it's going to be green, showing you that there's more buyers than sellers, right? More buying volume than selling volume. When it gets a teal color, it's more than two times the buying than selling. We see 49 versus 7, 49K versus 7K. So there 54K versus, so it's a lot of buying volume coming in, orders, and then selling. So that's basically what the cumulative delta is. It's just showing you the and it's a good indication of the sentiment at the moment. And those are actual orders coming in. It's not I mean sorry, orders already fulfilled. So it's not like seeing orders that might be coming in and then taking them out like they usually do in the level 2 data. This is more you can actually see the orders as they're being filled. That's volume that's actually being fulfilled at the moment, not um orders coming in, because you can have a million orders come in and then they can just pull them out again, right? At a certain, like limit orders at, let's say $4, they could put a whole bunch of limit orders and then they can remove them. So this is actually live, like orders being fulfilled, volume that's being fulfilled.
There you go. It's always impressive though, like when you see the buys versus sells, and you have them like in the 80s, like the 80,000s, the 100,000s. It's always very impressive.
It hasn't gotten the buyer. The sellers haven't overtaken yet. There's nobody.
Yeah,
That selling that's happening there is just people taking profits of it. There it is.
yeah,
I just okay. Now there you go. You see it turn pink now.
yeah.
Now there's a lot of now it changed up. Now there's a
I feel like
battle.
it changes very quickly though, you know.
Yeah, because there's a battle there.
Yeah,
And that might have just been a lot of people already finally taking their profits,
yeah, I think so too.
And then more people take profits, the candle doesn't fall too much, and then one
Yeah.
FOMO comes back in. This is going higher.
Yep, that's impressive.
I like this.
Yep, yep. Let me take a look.
Wow. Yeah, cause then well, not a lot of
Guys,
people make 7K in one day.
yeah, exactly.
Not a lot of people make 7K in a month.
Yep, yep. So,
You're welcome, Josh.
yes. There you go. That's fire. My goodness. If you're holding poll, type in yes in the chat. If you FOMOed into this thing, type in yes. Let's see all the FOMO people, because you most likely FOMO, either a breakout or something.
Now there's battle here. You see, now there's a battle here.
Yeah. Yes. That almost 350.
Those are big wicks coming in, and that's why you got those big wicks when it turned red because people were selling there.
Yeah. No, no. You did, Jill? Let's go. Oh no, you are. Make sure you reschedule your one-on-one, Jill. Already. Good job, though. Good job. Yeah, and Anne Marie. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes.
Yep.
Yeah, when we do your one-on-one, I think we'll schedule you with a free trial, and then you can buy it, Anne Marie. Because again, like it's a really good tool, and you should have it. It makes your life so much easier. So for next week, okay, sounds good. Good. You made money, Jay. Good job.
RSI. Look at the RSI where it was. I didn't realize it. 91. You think that's oversold or what? I mean,
Oh, but
and, and the MACD just now you got the arrow because the MACD just turned red on you. So
yeah, yeah.
this could be
It's time
a
to
bit
go
of
to
a
the abyss.
look at that. Beautiful. You see that?
Yep, yep,
The chart should talk to you, man.
yep. RSI oversold, MACD crossing down for the first time, sellers actually gaining a bit of a foothold. That's the biggest I think we've seen it, like at
Yep.
50. Yeah. And then we dip ski.
Then and it's telling you now it's bearish. You see the
Yep,
algos.
yep. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So for those of you guys that wonder, like, hey, like, how do you use the, how do I use the box? Like, I just leave it there, right? That's how you use it, right? You had a few warning signs. RSI is way too high, right? Your MACD is finally turning at the top. So it's not like it's something that comes in after the fact that, oh, but, like it came in like after it happened. No, like it happened, right? And you have a supply zone. You can see the sellers actually like coming through, and then arrow, bearish, and then dip skis. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Is it a credit card only payments? I mean, if you wanted to do something else, you could message Rob and Musty, and then something else could be done.
I think it's a Stripe. A Stripe allows you to pay. You could do Apple Pay, other ones too.
Yeah, maybe.
Now we got subscription actually, Blaze. Now because a lot of people were it expires on them, and
Yeah,
they get and then it's the day started and they're like, wait a minute, the algo's not working. So now
yeah,
they can subscribe and it'll just renew.
yeah.
Mustard, yeah, write to me then. We'll work it out. Don't worry
Mhm.
about it.
Frank,
Yeah,
this is TradingView.
Sam free. I'll
Yeah,
try. I'm gonna try to be more. It's just that I got a
yeah,
lot of other stuff going on too.
yeah. Yes. Yeah, Rob is usually, trying to make these transactions of white stuff. You know.
If you're gonna join, hey, I'm gonna stick Dan on you, bro. My bodyguard now.
I'm never going to visit Dan, you know.
If you're gonna join Peter, you're gonna have a problem because I got Dan on my side. I got the muscle. I got the
Yes.
muscle.
Look at that retest of the 9 and then the fight back up. Look at that.
And it was a spike. It's green, dark
Oh my
green. Oh
goodness.
my god! Look at
Oh
that.
my goodness.
Exciting, Blaze.
Wow.
It's true. I gotta be here a little more often for these things. This is exciting.
I'm telling you, Rob. Yeah, absolutely. Dang.
Yeah, but you see that that spike in Delta was really high and it
Yeah.
took off.
Yeah. That's impressive. Na, 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 na. You did so. Lot says I caught POL twice in one day, made $350. Beautiful. Congratulations.
Do you
Beautiful.
execute and manage orders within TradingView, or do you prefer to use your broker's own tool? I usually I manage my trade mostly in TradingView, Troy, and then sometimes with these new funded accounts, it's easier to execute through their system, so their interface. So I'll have like the ladder or the DOM. I'll have like 4 or 5 of them all aligned. All my tickers, the ES, the NQ, the CL, crude oil, the ones I usually trade, and I have them all running there. And then I'll just look for my entry. I'll have an ATM, what's called, like where I have my stop and my depending, because sometimes if they move, if it's the NQ, it's hard to have an ATM. But and then I'll just execute my order, and I'll execute my order on one screen, and then in my main screen I'll have the trading view, and I'll see the order in there, and then I manage it from trading view. So I like to manage it from trading view because there I have all my, and there's sometimes I can move my stop to a supply zone or I do stuff like that. So
Mhm. Yeah, Frank, there's a link at the bottom of the chat there for TradingView if you want it. TradingView. 250%, Rob. Impressive.
can X for more than you can X for anything better than that.
Let's see. 1-on-1 calendar. Are you done for the day though, Rob, with work, or you're going back?
No, I gotta go back. Yeah,
Okay.
you said 15 minutes and we've been 20. So I should have known.
It's always like that though. I mean, yeah.
That's why I said I should have known
You
because
know?
that's a joke for hot trades for the longest time. Right,
You know?
we would be streaming sometimes at 10 at night, and Blaze is like, All right, we're gonna be gone like in 10 minutes, and then everything starts pumping all of a sudden, and we're there till like 1 in the morning.
Yep.
Those were those crypto trades,
Yep.
streams.
Yeah. My goodness, 270%. Dang.
It's breaking through those supply zones like nothing, like bara.
I know, right?
It's breaking
Isn't that
like bara.
crazy? Let me look at the daily really quickly and then I'll
I
come
was just
back.
gonna say that at a longer. Oh my god, it has a long ways to go. Look
It
at the
does,
pivot.
doesn't it? I mean,
I
like
would
the
put a line at that pivot there, Blaze. Oh, it's
yeah,
going right there now, huh?
it's going, isn't it?
It's
Yeah,
it's
let me
going
put a
right
little line there.
there. Yeah.
425. Dang.
No,
I
but
mean,
it has.
there's a
I think,
pretty thick supply zone
but it has room to go.
there.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Popcorn.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
11K 52
Yeah. Something
buyers.
happened. Something happening. Something happening. Yeah, feeling for now. Yeah. Today was that today? Small positions. There you go. Should I rest or FOMO into something? Well, if you woke up late, just rest. No need to, because your day will be ruined, and so will your Christmas. So will your Christmas. Anyways, let us know if you have any last questions, guys, and then we're gonna hop off because we do have other stuff to get to as well. Let us know. Any last questions? 2 more minutes, 3 more minutes. Yeah, 3 more minutes. FOMO, FOMO, FOMO. Yep. Educated rest, exactly. What a beautiful run. Hmm. It's not very often you see stuff like that where, like it just breaks up the supply so easily, or like you barely have a retest, or just the way that it's breaking out and keeping the gains. This is very, very impressive. Came to tell me had a meeting, so you had to sell it 10 cents profit. Oh, that's annoying. Dang. Tell them they owe you some money, they owe you a lunch.
It's gonna break again, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's impressive how well it goes, and it just chills, Rob. It hit that line
Yeah, but that
exactly there.
424 is a big.
Yeah,
Told you those pivot points are like those pivot points are fire, bro.
yeah, they are. 425.
You see what is important to look left? You see how important it is to look left?
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Always look
That's a big.
left.
Yep, it keeps wicking in there hard and then just coming down.
Yeah.
Now I'll tell you this much: if it breaks that 424,
Yeah.
it can go. What?
Rob was about to say some things, with confidence. And then he's like, nope, I better not. Oh my goodness. You bought three? Okay. You're welcome. You're welcome. Teamwork. It's impressive. Good job. Wow. 372 4. Okay. No, sometimes I look at those things on the daily, Rob, and you can obviously tell that it has a lot of room to the upside. But after a
Mhm.
run like this, you don't know if you want to say it though.
Yeah.
You know, like yes, it has a lot of room. 425, $5, but also it's been pumping for the last hour. So Yeah. Your Christmas cloud? No, that's okay. You made nice monies. You sold at a nice spot too. So it's not that.
Yeah, clouds. No, you did good. Leave it.
Yeah.
Take your win.
Yeah. Exactly.
And it's like, you don't know what's gonna happen here. So
Yeah. Exactly. Dang. It's gonna break before we leave, isn't it? No. 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 Mm, 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 mm. Uh, there you go. Leaving before the party starts. Well, or before the cops show up, which you never know which one it is. Clouds. Wow. Take care.
so with this is like it's like literally like what is it? It's a battle, right? Like they're pulling and then whoever just lets go
Yeah.
first. You know what I mean? Like are the sellers gonna just get tired and be like, you know what, I'm getting out?
Yeah.
Or buyers are gonna continue to try to, to get in.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Whoever, like let's go first is the winner.
The other side will get screwed very quickly.
Whoever gives up first.
Yeah. I made more money in the past 5 minutes than I have all morning. Isn't that like crazy how it happens, Justin? Isn't that crazy how it happens? Yeah, 1% for SPY. Yeah, sure.
That's right, Musty. We're almost there. All time highs.
Yeah.
Who said there was gonna be a blow off top, base?
You? You?
Thank you. I got it. I got it on YouTube's.
Yes. Yes. Juan, these are 1 minute candles. 1 minute candles. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Blow off tops. Maybe we have fun this week, Rob, and then next week we have a bit of chaos for the final. But then again, like clearly trending up. So until we see a warning sign, we just stick to the
And,
uptrend.
and retracement is good. We need it. You
Yeah,
need it to continue higher.
yeah, exactly.
It's just they're just showing you that the market wants it's forming new highs now. Now it's not those we might not see lows. Like before. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? These are higher highs that are being formed. I mean higher lows that are being formed. So
yeah. Yep. Let's see. Impressive. Just give us a close below the nine or like something. So I think we're gonna potentially dip ski here anyways. So, Rob, ready? Any last words? Thank you for the update. It's good.
yeah, no. If everybody made your monies, call it a day. Don't go crazy. Don't lose it.
Yeah, yeah, that's impressive. Wow, 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 wow. See, Rob needs to come on more because something happened. Rob came on and the market said, "Oh, oh, boom skis." Look at that! Look at that! Again, this is why like I like these pre-market breakouts. Like if you just look to the left-hand side, eventually broke out. After that, it was done. It was done. Right. This is why I keep saying like the only time I FOMO, especially early on, is when we break above these pre-market highs. Because when you clear those levels on the left-hand side, ooh, right?
Mm.
We
And this is some news.
Yeah,
Electronic supply. Was the news on? What happened with news? They got news or something?
yeah, they had news earlier. News earlier. I don't think it was anything special though.
Thanks, Jill.
I don't think it was anything special. Yeah, it looks like a so nice spot for profit taking. Alrighty, guys, be safe. We will see you guys in Discord. Again, smash a like before you go. Hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel. If you're not a member yet, click the link at the bottom there from Nightbots. Become a member. Come join us in Discord. Yeah, PRZO is bouncing back again, so that's good. I mean, I guess we came back to retest 104, the same support, right? So, and it's bouncing again, same resistance though. Already, so yeah, watch that 125 for PRZO, and then I'm sure we're going to be watching all these other names. This one looks really good too, ADTX. He's been spamming this one in Discord, so it's been trending up. Uh, yeah, already, y'all. Good job, Jay. Good job. Good job. Stuart, ayo. Ayo, ayo. Alrighty, guys. Bye, all. Bye, guys.
Take care, guys.
Bye, guys. Let's see. And